nothing I can do to be a good friend.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get. What's so funny?
He'll always have his big dumpy.
Don't downplay his big dumpy. The guy's got a.
I'm not.
Trent can throw that ass.
This is a problem. I'm fat. I'm like 25 pounds overweight. It's really bad.
That looks like someone photoshopped you.
Yo, I'm down 1K in the last 24 hours. Sounds like you need to take a break.
Going for a walk is also a good idea, but then what will happen is you're going to see like a guy in a Cincinnati Reds shirt for no reason at all, and then you're going to say, oh, that's a fucking sign. I'm going to put $1,000 in the Reds to get all my money back, and then boom, you're down 2,000, and you're saying fucking it's Jeff Sunday's fault because he told you to go for a walk.
I ripped the fuck out of my pants.
How ripped? Is that your crotch? What was that, dude? And let me just say, I saw a couple people in the chat. One said missing a Georgia hat, and then Slackpack said, I'll send you a Packers hat. I want to make myself very clear when I say this. I will light myself on fire in front of everyone I love before I wear a Packers or Georgia hat.
Shimmy yay. What's up, everybody, and good morning. Oh, do we have a little surprise here?
Who's this?
What's up, Hovey?
What up, boys? How are we?
We're doing great. The question is, how are you?
I'm all right. Today's the recovery day. Called out of work. I got to sleep off a little bit of a 3-day bender going on that I got. So
That's great. What were you drinking?
whole bunch of things. It was in my bag on Friday in my steak bag, but a little high noon action. Whole wedding night, went the Degen route, little vodka sodas. So yeah,
Not a vodka soda guy, but that's close enough.
Well, okay. And then had a whole bottle of champagne too. So that was
Ooh.
yeah. Well, after the Knicks won, I was obviously at my sister's wedding, which I'm not gonna repeat a million times, and it's at the end of the wedding, the Knicks won, and I go up to the maitre d' guy, and I'm like, "Is there any way I can get a bottle of champagne? I want to pop this." And he goes, "No, you can't just pop a bottle of champagne in the middle of the wedding floor." I go, "Brother, I'll go outside and give me the bottle of champagne." So he was like giving me a hard time, and I had to go to my sister and be like, "Yo, listen, I did this for you. Now you do this for me." So then she got me the bottle of champagne, and after that, I don't remember much, but so be it.
When you say I did this for you, what do you mean? You attended her wedding?
Well, yeah, and also I attempted to not watch the Knicks game as much as I could, but
that was going to be my next question. I follow you on Instagram, so I saw your story of you on the floor. I'm assuming crying, raw emotion. I really loved it. I did selfishly think to myself, I may never get to experience anything like that, but this isn't about me. Walk us through. Did you see any of the game, I guess is the question.
So the second we sit down for dinner is when when the dinner's about to end is when the tip starts. So I watch the first 3 minutes, the Spurs go on that 5-0 run, 6-0 run or whatever. And then they played some song, I forget what the song was, and I like to get up and dance. So if the Knicks weren't on, I would have been on the dance floor the whole night. I don't care. So I turned the game off, go out on the dance floor. My cousin had his iPad hidden and was watching the game. So every time I'd run over real quick and be like, score update, but not really watching. Then I watched the last 2 minutes of the second half. And then when they cut the lead down to 5 right before Vassell hit that fadeaway at the buzzer. And then once the fourth quarter came, I was like, I don't care. I'm watching the whole fourth. So the whole fourth I watched. And yeah, that was really.
Did you feel confident at all, even though the Knicks were down?
Yeah, the whole time, even when we were down, I think I went to my cousin at one point, and it was a 15 or 14 point game in the second quarter, and I was like, "Oh, perfect! This is right where we want them."
Right.
It was to say. I mean, after you come back from 29 and you've been doing it all season, it's it's a little naive to be they can't come back, but they most certainly did.
Do you want to congratulate Jeff? Because he's also a Knicks fan. Yeah,
Jeff is the new up-and-coming Knicks fan. He's out there celebrating with the New Yorkers in the street. The Knicks have the best starting 5 lineup. The transition is already starting from Jeff. I can see it happening next season. He'll be saying, listen, why can't the Knicks go back-to-back? If anyone can do it, this team's got the grit. They got the heart. He's going to sell all of his Magic stock. All right.
Wait, real quick. I actually want to make fun of Jeff with you, but we got to say, He deserves glaze for that starting
Oh,
five.
oh
I
no,
do.
no, he definitely deserves glaze for that, and he
Okay.
deserves glaze for finally hitting the Hurricanes after 8 years.
Oh wow, Hovey, thanks. Because you've been around that entire time. I feel like you're
I-
almost a day oneer. I have been on and off the Hurricane since I had a fucking Degen Twitter account. Real quick, I do want to get your thoughts on that tweet of me asking if the Knicks had the best starting five. I just don't want anyone to forget. Steak F at Steak Friend with 2 A's commented for a better starting five. He said SGA, Jeff Sunday, Jalen Williams, Biev, and Chet. So I just want to be curious, as good of a tweet and a take as it was for me, I don't want to let Steak off easy because we also came on the stream and I said, Steak, I don't think you understand the question. And he got real sassy. He was like, no. I understand the question. And he doubled down. He said, Chet, SGA, and Jalen Williams with Biev and Jeff Sunday are still a better starting five than the world champion New York Knicks. So I just want to say before Steak asking if we can glaze me, I want to make sure that you can have an opportunity to just let Steak know how awful of a take that was.
As someone who kind of agreed more on Steak's side than your side at the time, just because I wanted to be, I have this thing where I like to be humble. I don't like to give out too much and then have to be upset afterwards. But yeah, Steak, that was a rat shit fucking take, man.
Horrible.
That was just like,
Oh, so bad.
like
It was very, very bad. And I will admit that I think the worst thing that could have happened since that moment that you made the tweet. I mean, what did they do? They won. What was the record after 2-1 in the Hawks in the playoffs? Was it
14-1 or something like that?
13-0. I think they went. Then they lost whatever it was, game 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Didn't age well and doesn't matter because I'm actually glad you're here and I'm glad you guys said that because I think there's this thing that happens in sports now when a team wins a championship and a team loses a championship. You either try to talk about the losing team more and how bad they sucked and they choked, or you try to figure out how the winning team can never do it again instead of actually just talking about how awesome it is that the New York Knicks won the NBA championship. So I'm not going to say, I will say nothing negative about the New York Knicks, zero negative things.
Now, you want to know who the biggest loser in all of this is?
The Dallas Mavericks?
Malcolm Brogdon.
What's that story?
Retired right before the season started.
He was a Knick?
He was a Knick?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
And then he retired right before the season started.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Hovey, and congratulations to the New York Knicks fans. I have a little bit of a take and a rant, which we'll get into about my Knicks viewing party experience.
Yeah, I could imagine that had to be fucking horrible.
I can't believe you did. Bro, sorry. I should have waited till Hovey leaves. I got to glaze you, man. I mean, you really actually went hard as fuck. You really went hard as fuck. The fact that you went out with Greg for his birthday, you cashed the over on staying up late that night. I didn't think there was any fucking chance the following night you were going to go to a Knicks watch party, bro. That looked like a music festival. Like if I
was kind of
as your friend had to pick something you would never do, and then you were tweeting about the bathroom line being long. I'm like, oh, he's going home. He's going to be fucking home by halftime. You were resourceful. You found a place to use the bathroom. You made Greg go fetch the beers, which is fucking awesome. I mean, honestly. And then your video where you didn't talk at all, you just put the song in the background. I mean, you deserve some glaze. It was a masterclass effort. You are a really good Knicks fan.
Thank you.
I'm saying better Knicks fan than Mikey Overs.
The Knicks fandom is done. The Knicks fandom is over. Like the point was proven. The Knicks won their championship. I had some fun. I had the experience of it. Everybody at that place was like me. They're not real Knicks fans. They're just people that live in New York that want to be out when it happens. The real Knicks fans were at their sisters' weddings, watching it on an iPad. No, I'm not really joking, but like the real Knicks fans were not necessarily there. That's why I also try to like push back a little bit. Not that I'm like trying to fucking defend them with armor and a shield, but like, you know, when the losers go out there and beat people's asses after the games and whatnot. But no, I'm happy for them. I think it's great for the city and the parade this week, and now we have we've got World Cup to focus on.
Okay, I got one question for both of you. We can let Hovey say a few words. We'll let him go, and then we'll carry on the show. Hovey and Jeff, is this the number one bandwagon fan base? Now let me finish. There's the realest fans ever. Knicks have the realest fans ever. The fan base exists, but did they also have the highest number of people jumping on the bandwagon? Because like I got on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and I saw people that I don't even think have watched a basketball game before, or at least before the NBA Finals watched a basketball game celebrating the New York Knicks championship. And I know people probably would argue, oh, all teams have bandwagons when their teams are good. The Knicks glaze from New Yorkers, I have to put that in parentheses because I live in Orlando, Florida, where like there's more Knicks fans in Orlando than Magic fans, which isn't that surprising. But I saw people celebrating Knicks championships that I don't think watched the regular season game.
You're not gonna mention the college bar at UCF?
Oh yeah, perfect example. A college bar by us called the Night Library, Hovey, probably the most popular college bar at UCF, which is an pretty insane party school. They were fucking like popping champagne.
They were a Knicks bar. They were a Knicks bar for the night, and the entire place was going crazy when the Knicks won. Like the Knicks became America's team. Yeah, the Knicks became America's team.
Yeah, that's just insane. I mean, to answer your question, it definitely is the most bandwagon. Like you said, I go on social media, I see people that I didn't even know they knew what a basketball was, and they're posting about the Knicks. And it's like walking down the street in like Manhattan, even here in Queens, I see everywhere I turn now, people were wearing Knicks gear. It was like, I've never seen this ever in my life. Do I love it? To an extent, yes. Does it also kill me on the inside? Extremely much. But yeah, they definitely are the most bandwagoned during this playoff run.
The new Cowboys. You guys are the 90s Cowboys. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, after these 4 years of just getting better and better, it's like, I guess now people are like, oh, now they're relevant, so now we'll hop on. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah. All right, Hobie. I think it's your chance to say anything you want to say. I want to congratulate you. You're a good fan. You're realistic. You're not one of those annoying fans. So congratulations, W. Hobie.
Congratulations, Hobie.
You want to leave the people with anything?
Just thank you guys for having me up here, even though Jeff Sunday had no idea this was happening.
What? Yeah, hold on real quick. What was the point of not telling me? I am just...
because to be honest, it didn't work out that way, but I kind of thought he was going to chap your ass for how into the Knicks you got, but it sucks. You deserve glaze as much as you deserve ass chapping, so I guess that's just how it worked out, but I figured it'd be way funnier to just have Hobie's fucking big head pop up here and you're not.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you. I appreciate all y'all do. Thanks for having me up. Go Knicks.
W.
Hobie.
Peace.
Congratulations. Okay. Yeah, I would have been just fine knowing Hovey was going to join us this morning.
Well, this is how I wanted to do it, man. You couldn't stop me. I had goods.
You're a man of few words. You're not a guy who communicates well.
Yeah. You know what's weird? My wife doesn't feel that way.
Oh, that is well. There we go. Then you can't say I'm being like your wife. Then when I'm
not this time. It's the first time ever I can't say that you're saying exactly what my wife says.
Yeah. No, I'm not upset. I guess I'm confused. But that was I'm happy to have Hovey on. So ultimately, I'm glad you brought him on. It was good to hear.
You're dialed, man. You dealt with the audible that you weren't expecting really well. I got to be honest, man. I'm tired of glazing you, but you're really putting on a masterclass these last couple of days.
Get the fuck up. All right. Good morning.
Got to go through the subs because they actually went crazy. And we didn't get to glaze anyone.
Well, that's why I was going to say, if anything, if we were going to have a guest on, should at least give the people 5-10 minutes to get going because the subs have been so hot. So if you were to consult with me, that's where I would have said, let's give it a few minutes because Timbo hit a fucking $6,000 parlay stake and said, just wait till Monday morning. So the entire time you didn't think this through. I think we had probably 30 or 40 subs come in.
Jeff, just be happy that Steak planned something for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that planning?
With me, we got. Yeah, it felt like.
I think it would be planning. I think what I'm doing is planning.
I was texting Goots while he was doing the fucking scuba at a wedding with the fucking glow stick in his hand.
You went through all that to have Hovey on without telling me?
No, it wasn't that hard. Anyways, let's glaze, dude.
All right, start glazing.
Proper Padge resub 10 months. Steak Friend W's gave out 5 subs. Captain Hook resub 6 months. Chef Timbo $6,000 home run parlay gave out 10 subs. A man of his word. Sean Beasy 40 months. Sean Beasy. Wow, Jeff stayed up late all weekend. Everyone buy yourself a lottery ticket and GG to Jeff's sleep score. That's a good comment. Joey Dumps fucking gave 5 subs. We had a level 5 hype train. Proper Padge 95 stream streak. Total Slayer 20 subs. 20 fucking subs from Total Slayer. Then we got to a 6 hype train. D Mahoney 15 stream streak. Joey Loans 15 stream streak. Pip Top Sports 25 stream. DJ resubbed 14 months. Finally, almost time for college football. W comment DJ. Otto Gelato resubscribed 51 months on his head. And then I believe more just came as I was talking. Snowman Sports resub 20 months. I'm losing my voice. Miller Time gave out a community sub. W Miller Time. ZC Nukes
my
resub.
God, we're doing it again.
Chef Timbo gave out 10 more. W Chef Timbo and TC Tone. WTC Tone, another real Knicks fan.
Did you get Total Slayers 20 in there?
I sure did.
Okay, all right.
WTC, man. Happy for you. Thank you.
Yeah, TC, appreciate it. Congratulations on the Knicks. Timbo, everybody that subbed yesterday or Friday going into the weekend was unbelievable. I still have the number up here, 417. Never forget Stone Cold 417. That is a legendary show. And today we already got the vibes high. I can't do the math right now with the sleep score I had this weekend. I'm bouncing back. I got an 81 last night. Not great. But we'll talk about that. But it's great to be with everybody. Mondays are for the recaps. We have so much to recap. We have a lot to discuss. And appreciate your I always acknowledge subs. What are you talking about? By the way, Jamie Lowe, former YouTuber, is now in the Twitch chat.
Love it. So now that his name's Brandon Lau, I always think people with that last name are Lau. Is he Jamie Lowe or Jamie Lau?
Well, that would confuse me too, because the Rays had Josh Lowe. Nathaniel Lowe, so there's Lowe and Lau. It's very confusing, but like Joel says, this is a rare Joel W. I think both work. But you never know. Some people do get weird about their name. So, Jamie, if you want to clarify, feel free to. That would be great. Thank you very much, Jamie Lau, on your fucking head. Jeff gave out subs Sunday. I gave out 6 subs.
Yeah, and Book It, you guys gave out 1. I don't know if you know.
I did not give out 6 subs. I gave out 5. Book It gave out 1. That's right. Sorry about that on the company credit card. All right, 10:21. We got some Knicks talk here. I feel like coming out of the gate, Steak. Should we add on to that a bit? Should we talk about the Knicks game?
Well, I want to hear about your watch party experience. I think everybody does.
Okay, so let me paint a picture for you, and we do have a lot to yap about. So I'm going to do my best. I know my wife, she'll tell you that I can turn a 3-minute story into a 30-minute story. Some of you might love that about me. Some of you might hate it about me. I will try to condense this as much as possible. The Knicks watch party that I went to was kind of hilarious. And I'm going to try to explain it as best I can. Why are you shaking your head like that?
10 more subs. Nate Hoops.
Oh my God. Nate Hoops was a former YouTuber.
The Knicks fans are in the chat. Splooging. You're either a Knicks fan or you hit a $6,000 parlay.
Love to see that. The vibes in the board review have been absolutely immaculate lately. And I hope today, I think we have BTL back and the Yap back. First and foremost, we have to say congratulations to Josh. Got married over the weekend. Everybody was there. We got to talk about Gootz's knee in a little bit. But congratulations. We've always glazed Josh. Big Josh guy. Seems like a great kid. So it sounds like his wedding was a really good time. Safe travels, everybody. I think Trent went straight to Vegas for something. We'll find out more about that a little bit later. So, Steak, I go to this Knicks watch party, and I'm out. By the way, PP Guru with a sub resub. We'll stop interrupting the story, and we'll get to the subs at the end of it. I go out with Greg on his birthday. I got something to say about that too. But Greg, I have to say, was the guy, because we go out Friday night and we're old farts. We're out till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It was late for me. Latest I stayed up in a long time. Greg had to go to a kid's birthday party in Long Island. And Greg is like, hey, where are we going for the Knicks game? I'm like, I don't know. What are you thinking? He's like, well, we just have to be out for it. Like, we're in New York, once in a lifetime thing. We just have to be out for it. I don't care where we go. I'm like, okay, this is good because you're bringing me part of an idea, so I'm motivated, but you don't have the actual idea, because the hard part is figuring out where to go. Every bar is packed, like 3-4 hours in advance. Greg drives back from Long Island, doesn't even get home till 6 p.m. Our buddy lives downtown Manhattan. There's an area in downtown Manhattan. It's called the Seaport. Now, this is where I went and watched the Kentucky Derby a few years ago. Do you remember Mystic Dan?
Yeah.
So it's this big outdoor thing with screens, and it was great. It wasn't that crowded for the Kentucky Derby. My buddy Mark, who lives down there, says, we're going to the Seaport. Great. They're going to have shit going on, whatever. I get to the Seaport at 7 o'clock. Steak, I couldn't believe how fucking crowded it was. Couldn't believe it. So get this. There are a combination of things going on at the Seaport that was not planned in advance for having the Knicks finals game on at the same time. I don't know if you understood what my video was, but there is an Australian festival, like an Australian, I don't know if it's like indigenous people type thing, whatever, but it's like Australian Heritage Festival.
Nothing to do with the World Cup.
No, nothing. there were 10 bands performing from like 5 p.m. till 9 o'clock, going on like every 30 minutes or something. So this stage is set up and there are bands playing and there's these tents, and the tents have a bar and they have TVs, but they have this VIP area. And there's all these people sitting in the VIP area that are not even there for the World Cup, not there for the Knicks, there for the fucking music, like friends and family. And people, and there's actually like legitimate bands who like weren't bad. So I thought it was so funny. Like, oh my God.
Like the music.
It was actually pretty good. Now, hold on. I did a lap because in the seaport, there's also this pier, this really nice building, 3 levels that holds events. Well, guess what? There's all these fucking teenagers walking around in country outfits. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's no way they're dressed up for the Knicks Spurs game in country outfits. There is a country concert down there as well. Somebody named Ty Myers. Have you ever heard of Ty Myers?
No.
I have not either. So we get there. The bathroom situation was a fucking nightmare. The porta potties, like, I don't even know what was going on there, but there's an area with 4 stalls. I waited in the line when I first got there, 15 people ahead of me. It took 20 minutes. Then there were like 50 people. I said, this is not going to work. So we got to the railing where the TVs were, and we were basically, Steak, where I was. It was the railing, and then there was the stage. Everybody walking to the seaport was just like piling up behind us. So we had a great seat. But you and I have been to music festivals together. You've been to concerts. When's the last time you've been front row? Really, at anything? When's the last time you've been front row? Dude, I'm not built for the front row.
I can't even fucking believe it when I saw where you were. I could not fucking believe where I saw you were. Just want to pause real quick. Goots, you didn't know who Rick Ross was. You didn't know Rick Ross, so you can miss me with this shit.
Because country's better.
That's fine. I know a lot of country artists, but you got to know who Rick Ross is.
Who the fuck's Rick Ross?
Stop it. So anyways, so we're front row. And I will say, Greg is I fucking hate Greg, but I love Greg. You love Greg to death, but you can't stand the guy sometimes because he does the dumbest shit in the world. But let me tell you, if you do have to go into war, Greg is a good guy to go with because mentally he is tough. He might shoot you in the ass, right? Like he might accidentally do that. He'll be the guy that pulls the pin out of the grenade just to see if it works. And it's like, well, Greg, now you have to hold on to the grenade the entire time. Mentally, and Mark is the same way. They were like, front row, we're not moving. I'm like, okay, well, there's a problem. I got to pee, right?
Yeah. The fact that they're your friends and they didn't think about that is crazy.
So that they said, we're not moving. Got to pee. You can figure it out. So I did. And here's what I did. I went to the wine bar off the beaten path. I went in and I said, hey, I'm at this. I'm over here at the Knicks watch party. I'm going to have to pee a couple times tonight. I don't need to be a customer. I don't need wine or cheese or bread right now. Let me just give you $40 to use the restroom. And there was like, the manager was like some young kid named Dimitri with another guy who looked like he was actually Australian. They're like, oh, 40, fuck yeah, anytime you want. I was like, all right. And I even made sure I was like, let's get a code word. We got a code word. I forgot the code word. Can't believe that happened to me, by the way. Forgot the code word, but they remembered me. So anyways, I'm holding as long as I can. Greg makes a beer run. Couldn't believe it. It like starts to get packed. It's almost halftime, or it's like in the second quarter. I'm like, there's no way you're getting back here. He goes, 7 minutes. I'm like, dude, there's no way. It's going to take you 7 minutes to get
I can't believe you doubted Greg. It feels like he was made for that job.
Dude, you're so right. You're so right. I just think Greg underestimates things sometimes. Dude, he was back in 4 minutes. I couldn't believe it. Now, he came back with cans because he didn't have time to wait in the line for the keg. So they were like dark lagers. You drink beer. Dark lagers are not very good, but I'm not going to get picky. The beers were fantastic because I couldn't believe that we almost got them. This is what ended up happening. I snuck out in the third quarter and the line got so big. Like I did a pretty good job fighting my way back. And when you get old and you fight crowds, you start to do this thing was like, hey guys, I'm going to be coming back this way. So remember me.
That seems like something you do.
Yeah. Cause on the way back, I had 3 people that are Joe's like, wait, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah. All right, cool. So this is working. Well, then it got so packed later in the second half, I could not make it back in. I was also starving. I couldn't get any food. So I went to that pizza place down the block. Did you see a picture of the pizza place?
Yes.
I could not believe there was a TV in this pizza place. It was Slam, by the way. a pizza place that nobody would really eat pizza at. Everybody was eating pizza at. It was slammed. One TV, College World Series on. Texas, Georgia.
Oh, they must have been making some kind of statement.
I was going to say if they had the Knicks game on, they would have been crowded with people just trying to watch the Knicks game.
Or the bar is owned by Crutch Bets.
So I get back to the watch party, and the crowd is just too thick. I just cannot make it back. Greg and Mark the entire game did not pee one time. Had to pee. Did not pee one time. Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it.
That is.
So I was on the outskirts. You kind of saw my video on the outskirts. I got some great footage. And then after that, it was like, I'm going to run and find a city bike because they're gonna run out of e-bikes because it was just an absolute madhouse. So I think that is probably enough of a recap of the watch party. But in all seriousness, everybody there, like I know Corn is like, New York's a great sports city. It's a Knicks city. And then that is very apparent. It's not a great sports city, but that's not the argument I'm going to have.
I might disagree with like I've done before. Let's just see if in our lifetime we get another Yankees World Series or Giants Super Bowl. I'm just saying, I think it would be going real crazy for a Yankees World Series.
Okay. Well, I mean, but didn't we literally just have that?
No, we had them lose it.
Oh, okay.
And not only did they lose, I think everyone kind of figured they were going to lose and thought they were going to lose.
But the hype for the Knicks wasn't until they won. It was while they were good.
Started to really build up. But you're right. The hype for the Knicks was when they got to the finals is when it reached fever pitch. I get it.
Sure. Yeah. But
Real quick, PP Guru resub 22 months. Hoke it was a max. He sure fucking was. Brinks picks. Our guy Brinks picks. 5 community subs. Danny E. 190 stream streak.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, by the way, nice job on Crutch on Oklahoma. I saw they won like fucking 9-0. Great job.
It's not even just Crutch glazing, even though he deserves the glaze. He's the best college baseball gambler I've ever seen.
Yep.
I haven't lost a bet tailing him.
There was a guy back in the day. His name was Noah something. And I think he changed his name, but he used to come into a space. He lived in like Philly. He used to DM me. I don't know what happened to him, but he was pretty good at college baseball too. And they even wrote something in the newsletter for us once. Greg actually set that up.
Yeah. We just glazed Crutch on the show, which means everyone should fade him for the next week for sure.
Yep. Brinks, appreciate the subs. By the way, Brinks DM me. He had his first bad Delta experience. Hate to hear that. Delta's the GOAT. But all right, so real quick, just want to say the crowd, everybody was having a really good time. Everybody there was just like me, Greg, and our friend Mark. Like not Knicks fans, just there for the good time. Not a lot of people passionately like into the game or like the nuances of the game. But I will say this, and we have a lot to talk about from this. This is my biggest takeaway. I don't even know if you're ready for this. But when I tell you, it's not going to surprise you.
Okay.
You know what people were doing and saying more so than cheering on the Knicks? Yeah, just guess.
Booing Wemby.
Dude. More than booing Wemby. Like incredibly severely insulting him.
Yeah.
With words that I won't repeat, but
it's because he's French.
Well, he's
French and dirty.
Yeah. He's a dirty player. He's done kind of things that are kind of being a bitch. And I have a take on Wemby. We'll talk about in a second. But I'll tell you this. There were more Wemby haters than Knicks fans, at least in the immediate area next to me. And I could not believe it. I thought that was fascinating.
You want to hear my take?
Yeah.
Wemby deserves the hate. Disaster class from him in the finals. I'm not saying he won't get back here. I'm not saying he didn't have an amazing year, and I'm not saying he wasn't amazing against Oklahoma City, but Wemby deserves the hate. Disaster class out of him. Not only did he play horribly, I think he behaved like a big-ass baby, and I know everyone's going to say, oh, he's 22 years old. He's 22 years old. Yeah, I mean, he is a big-ass baby. Sure, but man, he sucked. His interview sucked. His body language sucked. The way he was fouling sucked. His shot selection sucked. He fucking sucked. And it's crazy. We're going to, I guess, transition into the game. I've never watched a basketball game where a team's down 12 and it literally feels like it's tied. Like I tweeted it. When the Knicks are down 12, it feels like the game is tied. Yep. And man, like I promised myself I was going to glaze more than I hate. So let me move into how absolutely fucking incredible Jalen Brunson was. Incredible. A fucking pit bull. Down 15, Jalen Brunson hits a big shot. Down 9, Jalen Brunson hits a big shot. It's like there's something so dialed about Jalen Brunson that he just never, ever, ever thought that they were out of a game, that they were down double digits in so many times. Jalen Brunson truly, and I'm not exaggerating, Game 5, Jalen Brunson, one of the best NBA Finals performances I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep talking about Wemby for a second. Then let's talk about the game and let's talk about Brunson. I fell in love with Wemby quickly. And the Spurs during that Thunder series. And I'm trying not to be a prisoner of the moment. Wemby's he's a freak. He's here to stay. He's only going to get better. The Spurs are probably going to win championships. But I just did this with the Thunder, so I want to check myself and not act like, oh, the Spurs are going to win 5 of the next 6 championships. It's very hard to get back. I understand that.
Yeah.
Wemby is a freak. I loved how he showed he was also capable of kind of being a villain, because I like that. And he was a dog, which I didn't expect, because he's a tall, lanky French guy. You don't expect him to be a dog. Then in the Knicks series, he would come out, he would play well. The Spurs in general, just playing well, winning every first quarter, getting double-digit leads. It was crazy how they started compared to how they finished. But then Wemby starts to do things.
How good was my tweet? My Spurs first quarter versus Spurs the rest of the game tweet.
Oh, so good. Yeah, with the Jeff Saturday thing was unbelievable. But this is where I'm not gonna waver on this. I don't like dirty players, and what he did, that clip of what he tried to do to OG was that really pissed me off, and I'm sure it pissed off a lot of people, and that's probably why he's got so many more haters now. But one thing I didn't think Wemby was a cornball, and you know me, the chat knows me. What do I hate more than anything? I fucking hate cornballs. And now Wemby was doing all these things that made me fall in love with him, then doing all these things that made me kind of fall out of love with him. And then he gives this press conference after they lose in game 5. And I thought it was the dorkiest, douchiest, most cornball.
See y'all never. I mean, tell me you're
See y'all
ass
never.
Telling me.
I don't care what Jason Tatum did. I don't care about LeBron pretending to read The Godfather or showing up to games he's not playing in, sitting on the sideline with fucking wine. I don't care about any of that. Wemby in a press conference saying, see y'all never, is the corniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And I am fucking out until further notice on Wemby. So line me up. If there is a Wemby hate party, I would have had no interest. I'll go in for a beer. I'll hang out. That was this guy. I don't know. He's got to grow up. He will grow up. He's very young. But that was the corniest shit I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, it really was. And I guess the simplest way for me to put it is, it was like he had so much hate in his heart for Oklahoma City, and the fact that I think everyone said, like, you're having a great year, man, but you're only 22. You're not going to beat Oklahoma City this year. They're the defending champs, and they're absolutely going to go back-to-back. You can't beat them. They're too good of a team. And he developed like such this rivalry and hatred for the Oklahoma City Thunder that after he did that, it felt like he had thought the job was finished. No one told him he couldn't beat the Knicks. Everyone told him he was going to beat the Knicks. A lot of people probably told him it would be easy. And so I just feel like the mindset from Wemby, and I understand he's 22. I understand he'll be back plenty. Totally fine. I'm not denying that. So when the chat's saying like, oh, you can't be out on Wemby, he'll probably win multiple NBA championships. They very well could be here next year. He'll be 100% fine. I'm just saying this performance in the NBA Finals was a bad one. And there's, I saw Ramble say, do the Spurs win this series with prime pop? Probably not, but they don't get beat 4-1. I once again do think a lot of it falls on coaching. Mitch Johnson isn't going to get fired. I see a lot of people saying that. He's obviously not going to get fired. But he had a really bad NBA Finals performance. Like when I said Jalen Brunson's Game 5 is one of the best Finals performances I've ever seen, I'll go ahead and say that Mitch Johnson's coaching performance is one of the worst NBA Finals coaching performances I've ever seen. He was really, really bad. And then he finally wanted to play Dylan Harper in the fourth quarter of Game 5 because obviously – he doesn't pay attention to social media or everyone bitching, but here is Dylan Harper finally playing fourth quarter minutes, and he's playing them with De'Aaron Fox. Like, I thought he did a horrible job, man.
No, he did. I think that's objective. It's not even that you think it. He did it. He was bad, and that's a guy too. I wouldn't overreact. Like coaches get to certain games and moments that they're just not ready for, and I think they just shit down their leg. And what was the one? In the NFL. Well, McVay had a pretty bad one recently, but what am I thinking? Well, I mean, I know Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Falcons, but Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. Like that was a pretty shitty moment. You will get better. And I'm not panicking about Mitch Johnson. Like, I think he'll be fine. The Spurs will be fine. They have an unbelievable core even outside of Wemby. You're right, Wemby will be fine. But man, just the way how bad it got for Wemby and the Spurs and the choke jobs, and how Mitch Johnson just didn't even, like, none of it got any better. It just got worse. That's something I just don't know that I really saw coming, because the Spurs really could have won almost just about all of those games, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I don't want to. That's one thing.
I know. We're not playing that game. The Knicks are the champions. I'm not playing that game. I'm just saying, to consistently do the thing that you're bad at and not get better at in the finals is kind of crazy. So it's like, I have this like shock factor from that, because every game for long stretches of the game, Spurs look like the better team.
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe. Go ahead.
I think the best way to sum up Wemby is he had this level of intensity playing the Oklahoma City Thunder that you told yourself, wow, this is just who he is now, and it's scary for the rest of the NBA. This guy who's this freakish, playing with this level of hatred and intensity, and then he tried to manufacture like something in the Knicks series, and all it came out was dirty play. That's the best way to explain it. Like,
so I have a bit of a comp. Dylan Harper, dog. Yeah. You ready for this? I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's part of the reason I love hockey so much. We'll talk about the Canes after this, but it's a comparison to the Spurs. And let me just see if I'm making any sort of sense here. In hockey, as a coach, one of the toughest decisions is to pull your starting goalie and put in the backup goalie. And what's fascinating about the sport is that the team gets a spark. Nothing is comparable. The team gets a spark in the most important position from having the backup goalie play instead of the starting goalie. And you saw what happened to the Canes. Now I know there was like, oh, he was concussed or whatever. But it happens. The backup goalie goes in and you stick with him and your team improves. If the NBA and basketball was like that at all, there would be zero hesitation to swap Harper's role for De'Aaron Fox's role.
You want to know what I think it is? And I have a pretty good comp. I think it's ego.
From who?
Mitch Johnson.
So my thing is, and I'll let you talk in a second. If I'm trying to get in Mitch Johnson's brain, I think as a young coach, that's where maybe Pop would have done it. He would have said, "Fuck it." But I think Mitch Johnson is like, I kind of just have to go with the vet here, right? Like, you have to go with the vet.
No, I really don't think that's
okay. What do you think it is?
I think it's ego. I think
But like how?
Okay, I'll explain it to you. He gets up there and he's like, I'm not listening to social media, man. If I go on social media, they're all roasting me and I've been fired 20 times already. How do you know that? If you've never been on social media, how do you know exactly what they're saying on social media? You know what they're saying on social media. You don't want anyone telling you how to coach. You don't want anyone telling you how to coach. You're a young guy. You're the next big thing. And your predecessor is one of the greatest coaches of all time. So your ego comes in. Now, I'm playing the guy I wanted to play. You guys aren't going to tell me how to coach. And you know who I think that fucking falls into the same category? My guy, Kevin O'Connell, who didn't want to run it back with Sam Darnold because he's like, I'm the quarterback whisperer. His ego came into play. It's like, nah, you're impressed with what I did with Sam Darnold. Watch what I can do with JJ McCarthy. And obviously you fall flat on your face doing that. I think these young coaches that are the next big thing, glazed all the time, it's an ego thing. And I really think refusing to do something differently, and Snowman said it perfectly, and the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Great quote. That's what Mitch Johnson did. He let his ego come into play, and boom, all of a sudden you're fucking ego coaching, and it went horribly wrong. Mitch Johnson was a disaster, refusing to call timeouts at pivotal points when any coach in the NBA would call timeouts. It was just all bad from him. There was no good.
You cooked. That was great. Your comp way better than my comp. Do I get an assist for comping though?
Honestly, no, because I was already going to say it before.
You were going to say that?
Yeah, I was already going to say that.
Okay, that was really good. Yeah, that Kevin O'Connell comp was great. I must have missed those comments by Mitch Johnson. He said that he wasn't going on social media.
He said, if I go on social media, there's like, I've already been fired 70 times or something like that. I
want to
also one more thing. Sorry to cut you off. Talking about firing a guy that just took one of the youngest teams in NBA history to the finals is the dumbest shit ever.
Yes. And okay, here's another thing. Do we get to glaze ourselves for being pro Tibbs firing?
Oh yeah, you were glazing your starting five. I went back to my comment about saying that the Tom Tibbs was one of the best things ever happened in the Knicks. They're roasting me in the comments, bro. Roasting me. I think the only one not roasting me was Hobie. Hobie was the only one who was not roasting me. They were roasting me in the comments of that post, saying Tibbs firing was the best thing the Knicks could do.
I will never forget, and I'm glad you and I collabed on this because if one of us didn't, it would be hilarious to get dunked on. But there are just moments in time where people, like, we'll give takes and we'll own it if we're wrong. But I still think that, like, we do a pretty good job of not acting like know-it-alls. And sometimes I hate when I listen to people, whether it's the talking heads in sports or really anybody, somebody that comes on VSiN, and it's like, you don't know how things are going to play out. Like, there has to be an element of like, I don't know. And I couldn't stand everybody's main like talking point. What they would say is just, how do you fire the guy that took you to the NBA? Took you to the Eastern Conference Championship. How do you do that? And I'm just thinking, like, because that's all he can do. That is it. That's the fucking Tibbs ceiling. You're going to get to the Eastern Conference Final, and then your team's going to tire out. And it's crazy because the exact opposite happened. Everything worked out that showed you what Tibbs was doing that ended up being a detriment to the Knicks. The opposite happened. If anything, it was almost too much opposite because they started slow, and the other team tired out, and they had all this fucking stamina, this energy still. And I just never seen a team not blink and not look affected being down 20 points as many times as the Knicks.
It's crazy. And I'll put my hand up and admit something right now. I loved the Tibbs firing. I absolutely did not think Mike Brown had this level of coaching in his bag at all. So he deserves so much glaze. Probably isn't going to get enough, and that's fine. I'm actually really happy for the guy. Did you hear him sing Who Let the Dogs Out?
Mike Brown?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't hear the post-game interview? Or the conference of the trophy, whatever it's called?
I didn't listen. I didn't hear any of it. No.
Pretty rough with the Who Let the Dogs Out. It wasn't the best.
God.
It wasn't the best.
No, but speaking of post-game interviews, I missed a lot of that afterwards, obviously, of the shenanigans that happened and everything. I kind of couldn't really see the game from my vantage point that well. It was more of like hearing the crowd. Oh, also, last thing about that Knicks watch party, there were like 3 different sections of people and TVs. I can't believe this happened. Every single one of them were on a delay. So there was one area of people that would cheer, a second area of people that would cheer, and then the area I was in. So I knew when the Knicks had the ball, if I didn't hear anything for 5 seconds before, I knew they didn't score. If I heard a yeah and the Spurs had the ball, I knew the Knicks were going to go down and make a 3 or something. That really sucked. That really did suck.
You are just this event sounds like my nightmare.
Look, it was like fun.
You had fun. I'm glad you had fun. I don't know if I could do it.
No. And you know, like sometimes like going to Super Bowl parties and shit like that. Like you get to an older age and you're like, I don't want to do crowds. I don't want to fight for drinks. I don't want to fight for the bathrooms. You'd rather be home. Like, yeah, watching it at home or something would have been much better. But in the post game interview, I only saw this because you tweeted it. I'm glad you retweeted it. But I saw a crazy tweet today. I'm actually going to pull it up in my bookmarks. Good. We got to talk about Jalen Brunson's dad.
Well, first let's talk about Jalen Brunson, then go to his dad.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson, just a fucking normal, cool, chill guy. Gave a normal, cool, chill, authentic interview. Nothing looked like he had planned it in front of the mirror like Jason Tatum. Just fucking was overwhelmed by the moment, as you should be if you're Jalen Brunson and you just won the first NBA Finals in New York Knicks in 50 years. It was just more reason to glaze Jalen Brunson. He was just a real dude, real interview, nothing fucking cute or fancy or aura farming, as the kids say. I really fucking loved what I saw from Jalen Brunson pre-game, during the game, post-game. I just can't glaze Jalen Brunson enough.
Yeah, I think Jalen Brunson was a pretty easy player to hate for the flopping and the falling down, but I also found that he was a really easy player to root for too. I love his style of basketball. Like there was a time where I thought Kyrie Irving was going to be my favorite player. I bet him to win the NBA MVP and all that shit. Like because his handles and just the way he moved around the court, how he could score, how he could pass, like a high IQ basketball player, like what the Aaron Fox fucking isn't. But Jalen Brunson is so smart. He's so smooth. Sometimes a little ball hoggish, but you see why. Like there is a reason why.
If he
And
didn't ball hog in game 5,
exactly.
there would be a game 6.
Exactly. Totally agree. He's incredible. Part of the reason I bet the Knicks it was because I just felt like Jalen Brunson was an NBA champion, like at some point in his career. Like I don't know that he's going to win multiple, but I'm glad to see him get one.
Winning an NBA Finals in New York for a legacy is like winning 2 somewhere else.
Yep, that's very very well said. So his dad goes on the post game with Jalen Brunson right there, and he says out of nowhere, by the way, Patrick Ewing is still the best Knick of all time.
Yeah.
So I saw a tweet today. It was 16 hours ago. It's got 1.2 million views. I bookmarked it. It was retweeting the story from 2014 where Rick Brunson booked a massage under the name Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is brilliant. So this guy retweets it, and he says, oh, so the unprompted comment last night wasn't just him. What is negging? Negging? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Negging his son on the best night of his life, but also shamelessly trying to shift the Google search SEO on Rick Brunson, Patrick Ewing, reaching unreal levels of loser. This guy can't stop taking advantage of his own son. Isn't that absolutely fucking brilliant?
Brilliant. He was annoying during the whole series. I hope Knicks fans agree with me. Rick Brunson's a fucking loser. That was such a loser comment. And once again, more Jalen Brunson glaze. If my dad said that shit about me and I just won the NBA Finals and the NBA Finals MVP, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you agree. I don't give a fuck if I've only played for the Knicks for 4 years. I don't care if you know my dad grew up idolizing Patrick Ewing. I don't fucking care. If you said that about me on the greatest night of my life, I would lose my composure. I would lose my composure. And the reason that I think it's so interesting is LeVar Ball is an annoying dude, but he gets so much hate as a dad. Gets so much hate as a dad, but any day of the week, and I mean any day of the week, I would take LeVar Ball as a father over that kind of dad. Whatever the fuck Rick Brunson is. Fuck Rick Brunson.
I'll go ahead and admit it. He's a coach on the Knicks staff.
Yeah. You know, I didn't learn that till like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I swear to God, I didn't know that.
Brother, I didn't learn that until this happened.
I didn't know. So I feel like I said it to someone in my DMs. I was like, what?
I had no idea. I had no idea Rick Brunson was a coach on the Knicks staff. Man, that's pretty interesting. He's only a coach because of Jalen. Yeah. I would have legitimately probably just looked at my dad and just been like, what the I don't even think Jalen Brunson he's so monotone. And he
didn't lose his composure at all. You would have looked at your dad funny. Everyone would have. They would have said, they would have looked at him like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're Rick Brunson. I'm Jalen Brunson. I'm the fucking reason we're here.
Himmy Neutron gave out a sub, by the way. We have 180 people in Twitch right now. We're not even an hour into the stream. We appreciate it. We see you over there in YouTube. Give it a like and a sub if you can. If you're on Twitter, always a like and a retweet. We appreciate the engagement. And good morning to everybody. All right. So before we move on from the NBA Finals, I think the last thing I would like to discuss, and again, all the credit to the Knicks, I think even more so than like the coaching and whatnot. I think they constructed a really good roster. And I think even more so, making the move for a guy like Jose Alvarado paid dividends. Like he played some really important 8 to 10 minutes in that series that really helped, even those leads that were already, 18, 19 points from being 4-6 points more. That turned out to pan out really, really well. And again, my comp for that was like the Seahawks getting Rashid Shaheed in the middle of the season. So something moving forward, Steak, what I want to do, the reason why I'm bringing this up is like identifying futures is when teams make really smart trades midseason, like there's probably an angle to try to get involved. If that
and aren't scared to fire a coach that a lot of people think you should keep.
Great
and
point.
It's important to remember that I think a lot of Knicks fans would agree when the Knicks beat the Celtics and Jason Tatum had that injury. Last year was the year a lot of people thought should be the Knicks year because then they played the fucking Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. So at minimum, the Knicks fans were thinking, oh, this is our year to at least get to the finals. Yes, most people probably would have had OKC, and yes, OKC probably would have beat them, but Indiana took OKC to 7 games. So there's nothing saying the Knicks couldn't have beat them, but that's not the point. The point is a year later, no one thinks it's the Knicks year. And in my opinion, they do all the right things. They get rid of the outdated coach. They pick up a solid veteran, non-ego coach, and they add a bench like Jose Alvarado, McBride, Shamit. Those are bench players. Mitch Robinson's is the fucking man. And it just feels like you do all the right things quietly, and it works out the way it works out.
Cornfield says, I've said it for 3 years. Jose Alvarado is the perfect fit to the Wolves roster. He's really a good fit on a lot of rosters. I love getting in the minds of the people that work for these teams and make these decisions. And just to think about at some point, I don't know who the Knicks GM is, but just to think about like at some point in the Knicks this season, they were sitting around a room and they're like, who do we need to make a move for? And they thought to go in on Jose Alvarado. What did they even give up for him? Do you know?
No clue.
Yeah.
Can't be much.
Oh, come on. I don't know a lot of ball, but I that's not name dropping Jose Alvarado does not.
He was just at a finals watch party.
Yeah, bro. I hope we can all walk away from this final deciding we're going to stop trying to manifest destiny. Celtics, Thunder, and Spurs, at least the first 2-1. Fair?
Yeah, no, that's a great comment.
Fair. Okay. What's up? Sonny Dutchy, you been having some weird energy in here today.
He's upset that the Knicks won. To be honest, a lot of his comments are funny, but he's coping. He's majorly coping.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, I saw a lot of rigged things, but I guess
it was pretty funny though. Rick Brunson 9, Jalen Brunson 11. Shit's rigged.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if he's just being silly, then that's fine. All right. Oh, they gave up Yabusele. Gotcha. Thank you, AJ Fox. Last question, then we'll move on. What do the Spurs do with De'Aaron Fox?
It's a really good question. He gets paid a whole lot of money.
If you're to bet if he's on the roster next year.
Yes.
Really?
I think Ego Mitch is keeping him.
What do you think the line is? Yes or no?
Absolutely no idea. I'm not bad. I'm not good with this because I know he makes a bunch of money, but I don't know how many years are left in the contract, and I don't know how many NBA teams would want to pick up that contract. I would say not that many, and it would be a bad NBA team, and I just don't know. That's how I see it working, so I don't know. The chat can answer that.
4 years, $55 million, pretty sure.
No. Oh, $55 million per year. Yeah.
God, NBA money is just unbelievable.
NBA money is absolutely unbelievable. Bro.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's pretty wild. There was one thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Oh, Quantitative Eating says Fox is a perfect Chicago Bull. Isn't saying you're the perfect Chicago Bull is also like saying you're a perfect Sacramento King, and that's where he was.
It's absolutely an insult, and De'Aaron Fox to the Bulls would just be such a disaster for the Chicago Bulls, but it could happen.
Yep. All right. Let's talk a little Stanley Cup for a second. Well, then we'll get into some soccer. We'll get into some MLB. We have a lot to discuss still. We're almost an hour into the stream. Thank you again for all the subs today.
You want me to recap UFC first?
Oh, I absolutely do. Sorry. And we can't forget to Glaze Snacks again for the Friday performance. That was absolutely incredible. Thanks for getting the party started. All right. UFC. I tweeted last night just to set you up for this, Steak. I tweeted I had a little FOMO. I was curious what it looked like. I didn't want to sign up for Peacock. It's on Paramount. I understand. The second time was just to be silly and rage bait. Little. So
the first time you didn't know?
Swear, the first time I did not know. I thought it was Peacock. I knew it started with a P. I forgot all about Paramount.
How many likes did that tweet get?
Huh?
How many likes did that tweet get?
The one that I'm referencing?
Yeah, because I have a comment about you.
Dude, it got a lot. It got a lot of comments. Hold on.
No shit. Because you said the wrong streaming service.
Well, hold on a second. I am curious to see what a UFC fight on the White House lawn looks like, but not curious enough to sign up for Peacock. I'll take your word for it. Is it cool or weird? 271 comments. Most of them were talking about it's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
a decent amount of them said it was bad.
I don't understand, and this is the thing. Like, I'm not. You know this more than anyone. Chat doesn't know this, but you could tell them, and then you could have my back when I say this. I'm the least political guy. Am I the least political guy you know?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck about politics. Not at all. It is unobjectively awesome to have a fucking UFC fight at the White House. What are we doing? It's fucking awesome. I can't believe, like, there used to be, like, I feel like certain things where you're like, oh, America is united on this. We're all going to agree that this is awesome. And this would be the perfect example of something that everyone just agrees is awesome. And there's so much hate towards it. I was like, it's really weird. But before I get into the actual card, I just want to say, that's the thing you do that you're not doing on purpose, that people think you are doing on purpose, that makes them chirp you, the Peacock thing. Because I know you didn't do it on purpose, but then I look at the tweet and it's got fucking hundreds of comments and hundreds of likes. And I'm like, oh yeah, Jeff is going to get shit for this tweet because you said it was on Peacock. Now you know it's not on Peacock. Totally fine. I enjoyed just about every second of this card. It was awesome. It started awesome with Garcia and Diego Lopez. I saw every sharp I knew personally, and when I say sharp, it's like the guys who glaze themselves for getting CLV mostly, but you don't know if they're long-term winning gamblers, liked Garcia. And I think at the beginning of the second round, I mean, he was beating his ass pretty good in the first round. Beginning of the second round, he was up to like minus 200. But it was a great fight, like beginning of
Hold on, before you start talking about the fights, can I just bounce?
Oh, of course.
Okay, real quick. You're right. I will admit I'm not like the biggest UFC guy. I like it. Like I would like to attend a live UFC sporting event. Like I think that would be a really, really good time. But I don't watch it very often because I don't stay up late. The main card is always at like midnight, and then it's always on some fucking random streaming service. But I've paid for it before. I've gone to friends' houses to watch it before. I liked it. I did think, and not even getting political, I did think like, man, a UFC fight in front of the White House. I'm not saying it's not cool, but I did think it could be a little weird. Like just the overall, like the White House feels like proper. You know, it's like stiff,
yeah,
corporate, whatever, and to have the fight in front. But that's why I was curious. This guy's comment, Soup PSU, he said, this kind of is what I figured out maybe relates to me the most. He says, very weird, and it's 10 times cooler than it is weird. Like, I think that's a good.
Yeah, that's a really good comment.
That's good, right? Like, it's still a little weird, but it's very fucking cool.
It's only weird for one reason, and that's because it hasn't been done before.
Yeah. So, anyways, but you're right. Yes, I want to make people fully aware. Like, Paramount, to me, Peacock, I believe, has an affiliation with NBC. So I've signed up for Peacock to watch, I think, Notre Dame games. I have never thought to go seek out Paramount for anything. Is like, what's on Paramount?
Yellowstone.
There you go. And I don't
watch
watch
Ranch. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've watched.
So when I said Peacock, I literally just did it because it was the only really thing that came to my mind with the letter P. I just want to be clear to anybody who thinks that. But thank you. All right.
Dude, Snowman won't shut up about Big Brother. I did not know people still watch Big Brother.
No. They don't. Stop that. Stop saying people watch Big Brother.
He's really into it.
Listen, love Snowman. We are massive Snowman guys. And I like people that are into unique things. I really do. That is great if Big Brother is your thing. I have never in my life gotten into Big Brother. At least there was a phase of I liked Survivor, you know.
Yeah.
Then it kind of fell off.
Everybody likes Survivor at a point. I never got into Big Brother either.
No Big Brother. So I don't want you to see Snowman being like passionately into Big Brother and think that a lot of people watch Big Brother. That's like a very, very small audience, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Okay. I'd love to see the numbers on Big Brother 15 years ago versus now. Landman is also on Paramount. I love Landman.
Yeah, I couldn't make it past Landman after that first episode when his daughter was a fucking 18-year-old daughter is casted by like a 35-year-old and saying weird shit. I was like, no, I'm out. All right. I have heard the show's good though. And my mom knows ball when it comes to shows. She says it's good too. Let's talk about the fights.
So I went over Lopez and Garcia. Lopez has a fucking sick photo in front of the White House. Just all-time picture. I think a lot of people thought he was washed and wouldn't win this fight. He definitely went down early. Hell of a comeback. Knockout number one. Started the card out with a bang. Then Bo Nickel fought Kyle Dacus or Dachau, however you say this fucking guy's name. I don't even care to learn his name properly, honestly. He was the worst performance of the night. I'll get to the next guy who I think everyone's going to talk about, Derek Lewis and Michael Chandler. They're obvious. I thought he was the worst performance of the night, but Bo Nickel, good guy to win at the White House. I just all-American boy. I think he's one of the best collegiate wrestlers of all time, and he had a masterclass, absolute domination. Not much to talk about in that fight. This fight has to be talked about. Ruffy versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, I don't even know what we do with Michael Chandler. Like, it feels, I think he's 40 years old. It feels incredibly unsafe to keep putting Michael Chandler out there. And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I say it all the time. I'm a casual. Does Michael Chandler have the worst defense we've ever seen? I mean, he legitimately doesn't protect himself. He just fucking goes out there and gets fucking punched in the face. And what was crazier is that it felt like, I don't know what the game plan was for Ruffy, but it feels like he didn't go out there on 10 right away. He was like kind of playing with him. And it's like, dude, he has no defense. He's not even trying to stop you. But the second Ruffy turned it up, it was absolutely over for Michael Chandler. And I don't know if this is correct, but every fight I've seen, Michael Chandler in, he's lost. And not only lost, he's got his fucking ass kicked by knockout. Like, I don't know if any of the fights have went to decision. The only one I can remember him winning is against Tony Ferguson. And he's obviously dead. Like, he lost, I don't even know how many fights Ferguson lost in a row. But Michael Chandler is bad. I get why he fights at the White House. I don't know who picked the fights to the White House, but I get if you're picking fights for the White House why you want Michael Chandler. Done. Stop feeding us Michael Chandler. Stop putting him on main cards. Just stop doing it. We're done. And then another guy we're done with fought next. Hokit versus Lewis. A lot of people I saw on Twitter saying they weren't impressed with Hokit. Man, I kind of disagree. I feel like Hokit is a problem for big heavyweights like Derek Lewis. And Derek Lewis looked like he didn't train for this fight for a second. And that's honestly kind of the frustrating thing about Derek Lewis is he looks like this often, but the second you count him out, he knocks somebody out that you don't believe he could knock out as like a plus 400 underdog. But Derek Lewis looked like one of the most washed fighters I've ever seen. Fat, out of shape, never really had a chance, never seemed like he was in the fight. And I'm curious to hear your take on this. Do you know anything about Josh Hokit?
No, absolutely nothing.
You never seen his interviews, nothing like that?
I saw the video that the Teal Book with an X put together, which was pretty cool. But no, I've never heard of him.
He's sponsored by them. Obviously, you know that. He says outlandish things. He's kind of like a WWE guy. Like he's promoting himself that way. He says really crazy shit. He was like doing this stuff at all the pre-fight interviews where he was like speaking in third person as like a timid version of himself. And he was saying like speaking for the Incredible Hulk, which is his nickname. Just kind of weird. You could tell everyone was kind of over his shit. Well, in the post-fight interview against Derek Lewis, he said Michelle Obama is a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last thing he said, which is, I mean, it feels like you're living in an alternate reality when there's a dude giving a post-fight interview at the White House saying an ex-first lady is a man.
Was that a little try hard to be funny?
He's a little try hard. That's
Got it.
a great way to put it. He's pretty try hard. Whether or not you think it's funny, if you think it was funny, that's totally fine. It was also pretty cringy, but it was definitely try hard. Either way, though, fight-wise, I thought he put on a masterclass of how you fight a big, fat, out-of-shape guy when you're a lot smaller than he is. And I do think he's a problem. Like, I think he's a problem. And I'm honestly excited to see who he fights next. I like watching him fight. And then it brings us to O'Malley Zahabi. Put $100 on Zahabi. He was pretty fucking awful. That was the biggest waste of money, I think. No, I'll get to my biggest waste of money next. Sean O'Malley was awesome. Put on a show.
Is that Patty?
What? No, that's Patty Pimblett. Sean O'Malley is Sugar Sean. He's like got the pink braids. You've seen him 100%.
I know. Yeah.
He did the salute to Trump and the whole thing. He put on an absolute fucking show. I'd say he aura farmed the most, but he deserved it. Really good performance. That guy never had a fucking chance. A lot of people I saw thought that guy would give him fits. He gave him no fits. O'Malley, one of the better performances I've seen out of him. Alex Pereira and Cyril Gahn. So I don't know how much you know about this, but basically this is Pereira moving up 2 weight classes from his original weight class to fight one of the biggest, baddest dudes. Like, he's a big, bad dude. I think he has 2 losses in his career, if I'm not mistaken. It was John Jones and Ngannou. Don't quote me. I took Pereira. I fell for the bait. I just really like him. He's one of the best UFC fighters of all time. He's old, and it was one of those fights where after Gahn beats his ass, like he did, just beat his ass, knocked him out. After it happens, hindsight hits you immediately like, God damn. Pereira's almost 40, moving up 2 weight classes to fight Cyril Gahn, and I fell for that shit. Like, I'm the stupidest guy ever. How did I fall for that? I don't understand. After you watch it, it's the most predictable thing ever, but here you are with $300 on Pereira. So that was my biggest waste of money. All the credit to Gahn, but I don't know where Pereira goes next. Probably down a weight class. I don't think he can.
All right, I'm gonna need to just hit you with something real quick on 2 things about this. Almost 40. He's 36. Can we fucking relax?
I thought he was 38. My bad.
Okay. All right.
He looked almost 40 last night.
Let's relax. Let's relax. Cyril Gahn. If we would have talked about this, here is what I would have told you. I think this guy has probably one of the best fighting names. And it kind of reminds me of, I had to go look back right now. I don't know if you ever played the video game Street Fighter, but in Street Fighter, there's this guy. Well, he's not, I don't even think he's a guy. I don't know what he is. He's like a creature or something, but his name's like Blanca.
Chat's saying he's 38, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now, April 12th, 1990, 36 years old. Why don't you guys learn some
Alex
fucking
Perea?
Gone? No, what are you talking about? You're talking about Gone, aren't you?
No. Talk about Perea. Gone won the fight. Perea was the old dude.
Wait, but I thought you were saying as a reason to fade him because he's almost 40.
No, it was literally what I was saying was why I'm stupid for betting Alex Perea.
Oh, I misunderstood that. I'm sorry. My bad. All right, you guys know ball.
Totally fine.
But I just think the name Cyril Gahn is so cool that I would have never let you fade that.
He was French, and in my head I was like, "Oh, bad week for the French dudes incoming. They're two fucking goats." Well, who's the French soccer player? Is Mbappe the French?
Yeah, Mbappe.
3 goats.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Continue. What other fights were there?
Last fight, Topuria Gaethje, and it was absolutely fucking incredible.
You hit Gaethje.
I hit Gaethje. Just did it for the vibes, to be honest. I really didn't think he was going to win. I really didn't, but it was a vibe play. Kind of like Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland hitting that bet is actually what gave me the courage to bet Justin Gaethje. He's at the White House, man, and he's American, and he's a dog. He's such a dog. This guy, Gaethje, has something that I really believe 99.99% of people on the earth don't have. It's something about getting hit in the face makes them continue to move forward and fight back more than anybody I've ever seen. He never fucking stops. And you could tell Topuria, who is one of the best fighters, UFC fighters of all time. Like, he really is. The run he was on is absolutely unheard of. He's incredible. He's never fought anyone like Gaethje, and there just seems to be a point where he was like, holy shit, I'm not going to knock this guy out. And I'm not used to these wars. The only time I've ever fought 5 rounds was against Josh Emmett, however many years ago that was. And you could tell there was a time when Ilia Topuria went into the fight like, I'm winning this fight. You could sense the shift when he was like, didn't believe he could win it anymore. Well, anyway, something happened to his eye, right? I think it was I want to say, it was the end of the second round or end of the third round. I forget, but the doctor is trying to say he can't fight anymore. And his corner's like, no, he can fight. And the doctor's trying to say no, like the fight's over. And it's this long break because you're only supposed to get 60 seconds in between rounds. So Topuria ends up getting like a 3-minute break because they're looking at his eye for so long. So anyways, they let him continue the fight, bro. His eye is fucked. His eye is absolutely fucked. And in that round where his eye's fucked, you could argue he won that round. He takes him down. He has a full mount with no eye. But anyways, Gaethje being Gaethje, still dog, keeps fucking going, ends up fucking the eye up some more, and they call the fight. But it was scenes, absolute scenes. Just one of the best fights I've ever watched.
So the fight, I'm sorry, the eye was legitimately.
Oh, you don't even want to see a picture. I don't know shit. I would wager he's going to have some type of eye surgery.
Oh my God.
He got absolutely fucked. Yeah, don't look at a picture. I'm dead serious.
Okay, I won't. So somebody was having an issue with what you were saying, Kaprizov, and I'm curious. I just want to.
If you don't think calling Ilia Topuria one of the best UFC fighters of all time is fair, I don't know what to tell you. I am a casual, but I would go to war over that, I think.
Wow, I never heard of the guy in my life.
He's insane. If he wins this fight, bro, you're talking crazy about him.
Okay. He was on a crazy run. Just do it, Jeff. Look it up. Should I do it?
Sure.
Want to. Should I just search? I should just search on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
How do you spell his name? Topuria? Topuria?
Topuria.
Oh, Topuria. All right.
It's some nasty shit.
Oh my God, I see a before and after.
Yeah.
Oh, I never see anything like that. Wait, both of his eyes are kind of fucked up, but his whole face is fucked up.
Yeah, no, his face is fucked up.
Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen that. I can't even tell.
And also, good point by Ramble. He hit him with a crazy, like, liver rib shot that looked like it would kill a normal person, literally. And dude, it was crazy. He got absolutely fucking destroyed.
I'm going to bookmark this. There's a Twitter account that has the full fight on. I should probably go watch this.
You absolutely will not regret it. It was such a fun watch.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's the punch that did it. Oh my God. I've never seen a guy look like that. He's in the ambulance after the shocking loss to Gaethje. Oh my God. I just saw another angle of it. Oh yeah. Okay. I got to go watch that. That looks really good. So you stayed up for the whole thing. This was the last fight.
I wasn't missing this. Those fights were all fucking awesome.
You had some trouble staying up over the weekend, though, didn't you? You were sleepy steak.
No, not at all. I stayed up all weekend.
When were you sleepy? Was it Friday?
It was whatever night that the Hurricanes were up 3-1 when I bet $1,000 on them. I think it was Thursday.
Okay, it was Thursday. Never mind.
I stayed up Friday. What was Friday night? Something was late night Friday. Was it World Cup?
Yeah, that was the USA game.
I was all over Twitter, dude. Saturday, of course, the NBA Finals. I'm not missing that. And then yesterday, UFC.
So great recap on the UFC. We got a couple other things to talk about before we get into the board today that I would like to ask you or run by you. Friday night USA game. I didn't see a second of it. I was out for Greg's birthday. I did go back and watch the USA highlights.
Yeah.
And not even the condensed version, the 23-minute version on YouTube. And I tweeted it. I said, listen, I'm very critical of US soccer. I even almost made a video breaking down why the US are never as good as people want them, expect them to be. Like, what's wrong with US soccer? And something told me to not do it because you know what? I don't want to be a USA hater in the World Cup. I don't. It's not fun. It's like I was a guy who bet Canada. Well, you did too. Sorry about that, because you didn't get Jack Hughes in. But bet Canada to win the gold medal game in the Olympics. But I'm not. I didn't fade them in the World Baseball Classic. Like, I think it would have been awesome if they won it all. Yeah, we'll talk about that in 2 seconds.
Right after this, we'll talk about that.
Yep. But I watched it and I was like, you know what? I thought they looked incredible. And I'm so glad that I went back and saw that to have an opinion, because I listened to Pardon My Take a little bit this morning. They talked about it. I think PFT or somebody said like it was the best game he's seen US soccer play. And then I heard that was the most goals the US has ever scored in a World Cup game. Now, of course, you always wonder, is Paraguay that bad or USA that good? I don't even care, because I've seen the U.S. play some teams that really ain't shit, and they don't look that great. So I just want to say, I'm behind the fucking U.S. soccer team here.
My guy, Rude Bets.
I've decided something. This is not cool of us. We thank you, Rude Bets, for the consistent.
Can't wait to hear what you're about to say.
I don't go into Rude Bets' stream enough.
I do every fucking morning.
I don't know if I believe
every fucking morning. Ask Rude Bets. Rude Bets, are you present? Anyone in Rude Bets chat? I gave out fucking 5 subs today. I'm always there. I love home run hitters, dude. I like fucking listening to Rude Bets.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do if that were me and I went into fucking Rude Bets? Yeah. I would hit you up and be like, hey, you should put Rude Bets' stream on. Yeah, I see it. Congratulations. Great job. You're so great.
I literally dropped my daughter off at camp. Fucking turn on Rude Bets.
All right. Well, I'd like to know something, because this was my problem with not going into Snowman's stream. I didn't know when the fuck Snowman would go live. Is Rude Bets a 9 a.m.er EST?
It's sometime around, I'd say after 9 p.m. I feel like it's closer to 9:30 if I'm not mistaken.
He's a 9:30. Rude Bets, if you're in here, if you can answer that for us, if you have a set schedule. Okay, so it's loose, 9:30. Okay. I'll be in there to return the favor. We appreciate the rates. Thank you very much. And we'll talk some baseball here in a second. We recap a lot, heavy recaps on Monday. And now we're talking some World Cup and over the weekend. So Steak, I just wanted to be clear. I'm in on USA. I liked what I saw. I'm not even just doing it to be like, fucking,
No, you have to like what you saw. They were awesome.
They were great. So yeah, I'm very glad that they had that start. What is there anything funny that I should talk about?
I'm gonna gift Rude Bets on the booking. I mean, constant raids. We probably should. If anyone's listening, big day.
That is true. Thanks for the follows too, Bossman Quick and A.O. O'Neill. Rude Bets. Well, you know, I just realized something. Actually, I'll take it a step further. We should have Rude Bets on the show one day.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be great.
Dudes, that would be fucking awesome.
Yep, that'd be great. Rude Bets. We'll hit you up at some point and get you on. So, the boys had a wedding this weekend, and there's a video coming out about Goots and his knee. And there's also some chatter that the wedding healed Goots' knee.
Yeah.
And now the question has to be asked, because you and I are Goots guys.
Yeah.
Goots guys. This is not a good look for Goots guys, because now you have to ask yourself, is he milking this injury on the softball field? Is he even injured? Is he hurt or injured? What's going on? Because he's out there tearing up that dance floor while shaking his knee all around and about, little hokey pokey action, but he can't run to first base. So
I gotta be honest, man. I bet Goots could run to first base drunk.
Oh, you think he's one of those guys I'm better if I'm drunk?
100%. We drank with him a little bit at the Super Bowl party. He was fucking
Oh, he seems like a good drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a lively chatterbox once a couple drinks got in him.
So that's kind of one of those things where it's like maybe Gooch should have a Mick Ultra before the game.
I was gonna say bigger than that, like a shot of whiskey.
Yeah. Well, he had a canned beer in his hand, so I was like, if you're drinking a canned beer at a wedding, I don't know.
You probably already had the liquor though. That looked like that was towards the end.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Goots knee or Degen knee? Honestly, like I can play through. When I played Biev in basketball, my knee was shot at like 7-0. And I think Biev could even kind of tell too. I could not move right and left very well, but I still powered through. So I would say my knee wins that one. Do you think Trent was shaking his big dumpy? Yes. I would be very disappointed if he was not.
Did you see the burner account posts that they were at the same wedding as Trent?
Of course I did.
Is that your nightmare?
No, not really. My first reaction to that video was very upset at Trent's shoe choice.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
I didn't like it. I
said something in the chat about it. I said they were divorced dad shoes. That's what they reminded me of.
They look like Vans slip-on shoes. And I know it wasn't the actual wedding. It was like the rehearsal or the day before the wedding. His fit was great. And I want to be clear, Trent did a great job when he I think he went to like Tommy Bahama and he got that suit. Where the fuck did he wear that suit to?
I thought maybe his sister's wedding.
No, it was like the beige. I think he was going to like a horse race or something.
Don't know.
Fred is a baby. I know. Yep. Guy loves Tommy Bahama. Hilarious. I thought it was just a restaurant. Poker. That's what it was. Poker.
Are you confused with Tommy Bahama and Bahama Breeze?
No, there's a Tommy Bahamas. It's in like downtown Winter Park.
Tommy Bahama restaurant?
Yeah, look it up. I've been. It's actually not very good.
I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah.
Poker attorney. Yeah, that's what it was. You're right.
No, he looked sharp. It was a great suit. The fit was fine. I did not like the shoes, and he told me they were Tommy Bahama shoes, so we got them all there. So that was my issue with that picture.
Maybe Tommy Bahama sponsorship coming.
Probably should, because I don't know anybody that shops at Tommy Bahama.
Yeah, me either.
And I got no beef at Tommy Bahama. I feel like Tommy Bahama is like Banana Republic. Yeah. And I've always just thought of Banana Republic.
Okay. Late night stream, guys. Do we have a mod here? And if you're a mod, can you make yourself known? Can you make it known that you're a mod? A real mod. One real mod's all we need. We're basically debating doing a late after bedtime. Was that what we're calling it? What are we calling it? After bedtime stream? Shut up, fat girl. Shut up, Carly.
I can't really think of anything creative right now. I'm just thinking of like a Unks.
Past our bedtime stream. How about that?
Bedtime stream? Well, we can work on that.
Okay, well, we're doing a past our bedtime stream either Tuesday or Wednesday. I need someone to
Unks after dark.
And here's the options for games we're going to be sweating. Let me go to the World Cup real quick.
DGen's after dark. Yep. Call it the piss break. No, sleepy time tea stream. That's fun. Spooning with Jeff and Steak. Yep. Uncle bedtimes. Unks after dark is good.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. So Tuesday night, it would be the Argentina-Algeria game, which actually looks pretty awesome. And Wednesday night, it would be we actually have a problem. The Wednesday night game is 10 p.m.
We talked about this.
Okay. And you're willing to sweat a 10 p.m. game?
Yeah, I am, because it's Colombia and I would like to watch Colombia soccer. Obviously the Tuesday. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. I think, because we talked about this last week, and I think the feedback was the Argentina-Algeria game, I think that's who they play, might be better than the Colombia game.
It seemed, if you're going off the line, yeah.
Yeah. So I think people
not really. Sorry. Same. Basically both teams are kind of in the 250s range, minus 250.
Oh, okay. I thought one of them was like minus 175 or something.
No.
So can we put up a poll, chat, Rock Chalk Algeria, very funny. Can we put up a poll and see what would you guys rather us do? Would you rather us stay up late, Unks after dark for the...
Does this change anything for you?
Not really.
Okay. Didn't know if you're a big messy guy.
Argentina, 9 o'clock Tuesday, or Colombia, 10 o'clock.
Is there a poll up? I can't see shit.
There is not. You know, you can log into the Twitch, I believe. Can't you?
Well, I'm on the Twitch, so maybe I can just do the poll myself.
Well, I mean, any of us can do it. I can do it.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
But if a mod's here, I mean, a mod can handle it, but it doesn't.
No, dude, we've been saying that we never have mods here.
All right.
Ram, we got Carly and fucking Fat Girls are
I'm
retired.
doing a poll right now. Unks after dark. Which game? Argentina, Algeria.
Thanks, Rab.
Tuesday, 9 p.m. Tuesday, 9 p.m. What's the other one? It's Colombia and who?
Colombia.
I'm doing it right now, Rav. Don't double pull. Who they playing?
I'm looking right now. Colombia plays Uzbekistan.
Oh God.
They're gonna win, dude. Uzbekistan's gonna win.
Shut up. Uzbek. Wednesday, 10 p.m. All right, it's a 2-minute poll, so get your ass up and moving very quickly. Unks After Dark, which game would you rather us do? The first vote is in, and it is for Argentina, Tuesday at 9 p.m. We'll see what they say. All right, you want to talk a little footy today?
Sure.
So you and I have been kind of in our bags with the World Cup, although I'm very upset with my how it ended for me yesterday with the Ecuador game. I was watching the first half of that game. I thought Ecuador was the better team. I would have taken them live, but congratulations to anybody who had Côte d'Ivoire. They won 1-0. I like goals in that game. Should have been 6 of them in the first half, but got a couple of exact scores. Steak, you're profitable on the draws. So we have Spain playing Cape Verde.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is a Cape Verde?
No idea. Let's do a little research while you talk about the game. I'll tell you about Cape Verde.
Okay.
I'm going to Wikipedia Cape Verde.
So
it's in Portuguese. Capo Verde and Cape Verdine is an archipelagic country in the Central Atlantic Ocean off the coast of West Africa. It consists of 10 volcanic islands with a combined land area of 4,033 square kilometers.
Okay. By the way, Argentina, Algeria Tuesday is the runaway winner right now.
Yeah, that people like Messi. I could tell when Joel said that was going to be.
All right, put it on your calendar tomorrow night.
Cape Verde is a bunch of islands. It was uninhabited until the 15th century, which is something I do care about. It became independent in 1975, not that long ago. Man,
did you just say something that you do care about?
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, your sarcasm meter is just, and it's not getting better. That's my issue.
So this game, I mean, what are we gonna do here? Spain minus 1,500. The tie is 1,300. That's not gonna happen. So this is what we got to do. We got to play an exact score. España is the favorite, I believe, in this World Cup. What are they going to do? Are they going to come out here and pull a Germany? And
why wouldn't Spain be as favored against Cape Verde as Germany was against Curacao? Like, shouldn't this line be 3.5? Chat.
What is the spread?
2.5.
Because maybe Spain is just gonna.
Oh my God! Hold on. Joel, you are a Cape Verde fan? Don't tell me that's real. Doesn't it sort of feel like Joel's a fan of every team you talk about? You ever notice that? Like, his family's from there. I mean, you have some. I would have bet, before you said anything, I would have bet every dollar that we officially found a country or a team that no one is from. So to confirm, Cape Verde is much better than Curacao. And no Lamal in the lineup.
I just offended somebody on Twitter. I said, "What the fuck is a Cape Verde?" And Juice commented and said, "You're idiot," but he used the wrong "your" too. I'm not going to correct him.
You are idiot.
So I'm thinking this. I'm thinking 3-0, 4-0 Spain. What are you laughing about?
So you like them to cover the spread?
Yeah.
God, that feels like that's going to be the super popular bet.
So then, do you like 2-0?
Kind of like 2-0. Kind of like 2-0, man.
That means we're kind of in on Cape Verde. 2-0 or 3-0. Well, here's the problem. 3-0 is 5-1. 2-0 is 6-1. I'm not playing both. I'm playing one. I'm going with it.
Give me 2-0.
Okay. 2-0 is 6-1.
Yep. That's all I need for this because I already have to bet the draw, obviously.
No,
oh my God. I never not have my mind blown.
Wow. That's very cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, listen, good luck, Cape Verde. I am not being offensive. I hope you're not taking it that way just because I've never heard of Cape Verde before. I
think it would be more offensive to pretend like we have.
I agree. 100%. Nice job. All right. 2-0, 6-1. That is the official play from the fake sharps.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in. I'll bet it and tweet it in a little bit. We have some time, right? Oh, no, we don't. No,
We have
don't.
no time. That game starts at noon. Oh, yeah. Fuck, you're right. Put 1,000 on it for me.
Shut up. The World Cup treating me well. We've got 4 games today. Let's see. Correct score 2-0. Now, listen, my shtick in this tournament has been I've never seen a more, 1-1 game of my life, 3-3 game of my life. This would be lying if I tweeted it and said that. That would not be authentic. So I've got to change my caption here.
Yeah.
Man, 2-0 feels
Here's betting the pitch. Betting the pitch. Give us a play.
Jeff do lines on stream watching Columbia. Very funny. Are we going to
Steak.
address depositing the wrong amount? Oh, dude. Well, it's not depositing the wrong amount, but my Brandon Lau bet.
Oh, God. Dude, you know what's crazy? We were having a really good weekend. You were in your bag.
My bag.
We were in our bag, honestly. Hot dudes were in their bag.
Mhm.
It felt like a really good weekend, and I saw that. Not going to lie, I was at Publix and pulled up my phone, saw that tweet. I was absolutely gutted for you. Absolutely gutted.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, man. It sucked the wind out of my sails because going into that week, I was green Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, had a small losing day Thursday. Friday, I won 6 units. Saturday, I was having a great day. Say Felder was Negan in Publix, hilarious. And then I was like, oh my God, $500 mistake, 5-unit mistake when I was going to win 5 units on the Knicks. I was like, all that just to even out a Brandon Lau mistake.
And he's your guy. God.
He's my guy. He's been hot.
He has a dumb last name because he's Lau and everyone else is low.
And then so I was like, you know what? You know what's going to happen the day after. He's going to do everything. So then I put another 2.5 units on him for home run, 2 home runs, hits, runs, RBIs, 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts. And
is Goots having a stroke?
So no, well, that's kind of fair.
Why is it both?
So they give you the option to push on the 3, but it's going to be cheaper.
They do that in baseball. You never bet a -1 in baseball, Goots?
That's not offered everywhere.
-1.
No,
yeah,
that's
you can
not
bet
very
-1s in baseball. Of course you can.
Never bet that.
Steak. That is not a common thing, and that's very new.
Not.
-1.
I would disagree.
That is not that. You think that's been around 10 years ago when you and I were betting baseball?
Yes, I would have assumed that Goots had heard of it for sure.
No.
So that means if say for example I bet on Spain and they win by 3, that's a push.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But why? And do I get half my stake back because I also have 2.5?
What?
It's -2.5, -3. It's both.
Wait,
that I don't understand. Then wait, can you show us?
There's not 2 separate bets.
Oh, half back as a win. There you go. Yeah, you get half back as a win.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. So
okay,
I'm basically betting 2 spreads.
I apologize, Goots.
No,
I
it's
see
okay.
the confusion now.
It's okay.
I didn't get what you were asking, but now I do.
Interesting. Okay.
So I would need to win this bet. I would need them to basically win by 4.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And it sounds like, according to us, you're going to lose.
I'm trying to figure out how to back them because I don't want to bet -2.5, -145. I ain't laying that juice.
Who do you want to back? Spain?
Spain. Yeah.
Then you need to just take the 2.5.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
that's my thing too.
Maybe I'll pair with Uruguay ML. How about that?
Snowman did a bet to nil, I think, right? Or was that you? The team had to win to nil.
I thought that was MJ.
Oh, was it? I thought I saw Snowman do it. Maybe both of them did it.
Was it the one where Qatar scored the goal at the last minute? Who did they play? Was that who'd Qatar play?
Germany? No. I bet draw.
It was Netherlands or Sweden.
No,
Switzerland. I should have known that. I think everyone had Swiss to nil.
That game had a weird vibe. That's why I took the draw. The draw no one saw coming. All right.
Yeah, that shit was electric for us. Sucked for the rest of Twitter, but it was electric for us. You know, it was not electric. Ivory Coast scoring that goal. Oof. That felt like I got punched in the stomach.
Okay. Oh, I said, what the fuck is a Cape Verde? And somebody commented and said, where all the hurricanes start. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't even know if we can laugh at that.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be careful.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go to the next game. Wife just hopped on a call, so I gotta put my voice down a little bit. Belgium and Egypt. Good game.
Seems like it.
Good game. So Belgium is interesting because Belgium had, you know what? Belgium had kind of been like the Carolina Hurricanes the past few World Cups, like in the 10-1, 11-1 range. Team you want to think can win it all. They always let you down. Now I feel like coming into this tournament, I'm not really hearing any Belgium love. I think I asked Forensic about this, but this is a lot of respect for Egypt, or it's just saying that the odds makers don't really respect Belgium, in my opinion, if they're minus 175. I think Egypt might have Salah, if I'm not mistaken. Could somebody please confirm that? So they might have some dudes. And is your wife screaming at someone, Jeff? No. Why? Is it loud? Is it loud?
I heard her for a second, but I don't hear
you did.
Maybe just like talking loudly or something.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't know, Steak. This line looks a
Can
little.
you tell her to relax?
Yeah, it's very funny. Belgium minus 175, the draw 3-1, and then Egypt 5-1. Is it weird that I kind of want to get down with the dog here?
I don't think so. Do we care that Egypt's last game was against Brazil? Battle tested.
What did they
June
do?
6th, they played Brazil in an international friendly. They lost 2-1.
Okay. So I haven't seen this yet. The 2.5 is minus 110 each way. A lot of 2.5s have been juiced under. Yeah, BTTS feels right. It does feel right.
I'm 0-1 betting this so far. I don't know.
Oh my God, I know. Mine was terrible. It was 0-0 for 90 fucking minutes. It does feel like a BTTS game. It's hard to see. It's hard to see Egypt getting shut out. It's hard to see Belgium getting shut out. I mean, they're going to come out swinging. Damn, it's a lot today. He's going to score one.
So remember what I told you about narratives when I forget which player it was, but it was their birthday and they hit a home run and everyone in the chat was like, it's his birthday. He's hitting a home run. And me and you were like, oh, that, of course everyone's going to say that. He's not hitting a home run. I feel like narrative plays were hot, piping hot. I would even go as far as to say.
You should do it then. He's plus 310 on the blue book. Oh, they have Lukaku still. Lukaku's kind of a frustrating player though, isn't he, chat? At least in the World Cup, that's what I kind of remember. I got to tell you, man, I think I like Egypt.
Okay.
So,
well, I see rambles on both teams to score. They're not. You like Egypt. I don't think Belgium's scoring 0. I really don't.
Playing, brother. He's not playing. He's plus 130 to score a goal. Gabe Rod. Romelu Lukaku. Is that not the same Lukaku? Kevin De Bruyne. I know who that is. I don't know who Belgium
is the best keeper in the world. Betting the pitch is saying.
He'll probably play, but off the bench. Got it. Okay, understood. Jeff, do you know Egypt player? Yeah, Mo Salah. So I like the over 2.5 goals. That clearly means
I know. I kind of do too.
That clearly means I like both teams to score. That's minus 112 right now. The only other thing I was going to say is for a correct score, if I really, really wanted to get freaky, I would go Egypt 2-1.
I think the exact score is 2-1. That's what I was going to say. And I don't think it's that freaky.
I'm going to go Egypt 2-1.
Can you not bet exact score? You can't bet exact score, but like not which team wins.
That's a really good question because it's 7-1 for Belgium, 17-1 for Egypt.
So you just basically split your units and put them on both. That's how you do that.
Yeah, maybe I'll do 10. I'll do 10 on each. Let me just see. Ooh, you know what I kind of like? You could take Egypt and the draw at plus 135. So you win 2 of the 3. Winning score combinations? No. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not it. I see what's going on here. Okay. These are fascinating. Ooh, winning margin. Oh, you have to take the team.
I'm taking the over. That's my final answer.
Okay. All right. I like it. Why do I like it? I have no idea. All right. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. Don't know shit about fuck other than I always kind of like Uruguay. There's a really good Uruguayan restaurant in my neighborhood too. Great watch party. Maybe I'll go there tonight and see what's up at 6 o'clock. Minus 235 here is what I'm seeing. Chat, what do we know about these teams? Talk to me.
So what's the way I can bet Uruguay that I don't have to lay all this juice? Because I want to bet Uruguay.
You do.
Yeah, they're going to make up for Paraguay's fucking wrongs. It might be a fuck fest. Uruguay fuck fest.
So the under here is minus 134, 2.5 goals. Oh, they have Nunez.
I know we don't look into friendlies, but I just have to say, both teams' last friendly were both 0-0.
I'm with you. I'll take Uruguay. You could take team totals, right?
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Uruguay to score 1 or 1.5. Is that what it is? Or is it? No, yeah.
Oh, that's what Ramble's on?
Love it. Let's go.
I'm telling. Uruguay to win 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 plus 125. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, people, we're trying.
Friendlies are kind of like Jeff's opinion. Very funny. Okay. Iran and New Zealand. 9 o'clock. Not staying up for this game. Iran is minus 125.
Iran. Can't bet Iran, dude. We bet Canada against USA. I'll tell you what we
That'll be all right.
Iran.
Be all right. Yeah. You know what? Draw 1-1. That's a 1-1 game. That's a 1-1 game.
This is the draw. Yeah, it could definitely be the draw.
They aren't complete trash. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I'm not anti-New Zealand though. I feel like New Zealand is like a prideful country. If they show up, they're going to play their asses off. You know what? Straight up, this might be my favorite. This is my favorite draw of the day. Well, I mean, that's actually a stupid saying because it's the lowest odds for a draw, plus 250. This is my favorite exact score of the day. This is your 1-1 game.
If we were betting the games based on where we'd rather go on vacation, I would go Spain. No offense, Joel. Sorry. Belgium, Uruguay, New Zealand.
You know what? I just realized something. The correct score sometimes for on the picket slip, it looks confusing because it says 2-0 correct score, and then it says Cope. Wait, are they playing? Cape Verde. Cape Verde. Why did I say Copa? Cape Verde on the left and España on the right. So it looks like it's 2-0. The different team. Although I'm assuming people can tell. Anyways, all right.
Let me ask you a question. 18 minutes. Want to get in our bag? MLB bag?
What else would I say?
Okay. I'm pretty excited. There's not a full slate. Totally fine. Some hot dudes are hot duding. Marlins stayed hot. They beat Skeens. They're the first game of the day. You want to erase the board? You want to review the board? What do you want to do?
No, let's erase it.
Okay.
Let's erase it. I'll get it in position. Okay. Let's go this way. There we go. Kind of see what's going on. Okay. Why don't you tee up the game, Steak, while I handle the board?
Sure. The hot Marlins coming off a win against Skeens are going with Gusto, who has a 6 ERA. He's pitching against Zach Wheeler, who's 6-1 with a 2.2 ERA. Philly is minus 200. Steep price. I'm not surprised the fish don't get respect. I think at this point I have to take them. They just won a series in Pittsburgh, won a series in Arizona. I think they've won 3 series in a row. Phillies just lost a series in Milwaukee where they were shut out twice in the 3 games. So Phillies don't really have any hot dudes. Let's see what the Marlins guys are doing. They had some randos hitting yesterday. But Liam Hicks, dude, continues to be a hot dude. 2 hits in a run yesterday, and he was walked twice, which is concerning. What's your boy Stowers?
Liam Hicks?
Yep, and Stowers had a hit and an RBI. I think Liam Hicks is the first hot dude, but let me confirm with you real quick.
No home run yesterday, though, right?
No home run yesterday. The Randos hit the home runs
Are
yesterday.
the Marlins still a hot team?
Yep, they've won 3 series in a row, and they just beat Skeens.
Wow.
Liam Hicks has 9 hits in 6 games. He's not a home run guy though. He's a HRR guy.
That's fine. Got him up as such.
All right. You want to go to the next one? I'll keep pressing the fish.
Okay.
Sure. And I think you could write them down as a hot team if you want to, if you didn't already.
I did. Yep.
Cool.
I don't know. I guess you can't see that.
Royals Nats. I do not know who is pitching for the Royals. M. Spence. He is 0-0 with a 13.50 ERA. He's pitched 4 innings. In those 4 innings, he walked 5 guys and gave up 4 hits with a home run. He's going against Andrew Alvarez, who also hasn't pitched much this year. 24 innings, but 3.7 ERA. The Royals, I have no idea what to make of the Royals. They did beat the Astros 4-0 yesterday, but they lost that series. They lost the series in Texas. Meanwhile, the Nationals, after losing 10-2 in the opener against the Mariners, won back-to-back games, 8-3 and 10-1. 10 to Wood was because I was about to tell you James Wood is a hot fucking dude. And he's absolutely getting written down, but I'll tell you what James Wood's been doing. Also, I wouldn't fade the Nats. James Wood, dude. Oh my God, this guy's hot. 5, 7, 8, 11 hits, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 3 walks in his last 6 games. They're just a hot team. Hold on, I got another guy. Well, he's
the Nats are hot?
Yep. And then your boy, CJ Abrams, who I wouldn't say is cold, but not all that hot. He's getting it going. 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 RBIs in his last 2.
You know what? I said I was going to do something with the Nationals, and I didn't. I also said I was going to fade the Orioles, and I didn't. So I guess that kind of works out because they're heating up. But
yeah, they lost to they lost.
I want to take something Nationals related. I like this team. Should I put the Nationals as a hot team? I mean, they've won 6 of their last 9 games. That's that hot, or
we're basically trying to time up the getting hot, which I feel like we've done pretty well with the Marlins. I'm fine if you put them down. Yep, those are the 2 number 1 coin respecters. And Rude Bets is on CJ Abrams. I will definitely tail that. I'm definitely tailing the Rude Bets 3-man. Hopefully there is one. I saw Yandy Diaz on there.
Yandy could just be an auto play.
Not for home runs, but yeah.
Jeff, can we bring the key back? Because I forget what color these dots mean.
Yeah.
It's a really good point.
The blue is a hot dude.
Yes.
Meaning just hits, runs, RBIs. The red means they hit a home run yesterday.
Okay.
The red star. But yeah, you're right. I'll put that.
I think for the Twitter post, that's necessary.
No, you're right. You're right. I think I had that up at the other board. I don't have this on this board. So maybe I'll move everything down. Oh, no, you know what? I'll do it over here where the subs are. Goodbye, 417. Never, ever forget. Okay, continue, Steak.
New York Mets play at the Cincinnati Reds today. Burns on the bump, 7-1 with a 2.14 ERA, going against Tobias Myers, who I know nothing about. 4 ERAs, pitched 33 innings this year. The Reds are minus 143. You seem like a guy who probably would want to back the Mets and say they're getting going. They did just win a series against the Braves. The Braves are slipping a little bit, but the Bats definitely got going. They scored 18 runs in 3 games. We take that. I think Juan Soto is a very hot dude. Let's make sure he stayed hot yesterday. Juan Soto had 2 hits and 2 RBIs yesterday and was walked twice. Juan Soto's a hot dude.
So is Bo.
Probably Manea pitching. Thank you, Joel. Bo is a hot dude. Juan Soto has multi-hit games in his last 4.
So do we put Bo and Juan up here?
Sounds like we have to because these seem to be the 2 guys we love to argue about.
Okay. So Soto did not home run, right?
He did not. He also 2 games ago had a home run overturned.
Okay.
And you're right. Bo Bichette's a very hot dude. 7 hits, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs in 4 games.
I'm gonna ride Bo Bichette for the next few.
Any interest on a side here?
Well, you're trying to fucking incept me into betting the Mets.
Not.
Hey, you seem like a guy who would bet the Mets. You do that all the time. All the time you do that. No, I don't really want to fade Chase Burns, but it would be the Mets or nothing here for sure. I'm just going to play Bo Bichette, hits, runs, RBIs.
Sounds good, man. Nothing out of me then. Padres Lucas Giolito 2-1 with a 4.3 ERA on the bump against the Cardinals.
Mhm.
Dusty May 4-6, 4.21. The Cardinals are minus 157. Dare I say they're getting a little respect? St. Louis Cardinals? Because you know what I feel about the Padres.
Mm-hmm. This is with the St. Louis Cardinals team that's lost 3 of 4 too.
Yeah. And the Padres just won that series at Camden Yards.
Something's up here. That means May is
I just called him Dusty May.
That means May is shoving, or that means Giolito's getting his ass lit up.
Well, is Jeeb here? You want to hear a cool card story? I know you don't like cards, but you want to hear a cool card story?
Sure.
In the Trent break, I hit a Jalen Brunson auto out of 25 redemption. You don't know what a redemption is. It doesn't matter. But the card value is obviously absolutely skyrocketed because he's the NBA Finals MVP. like
you up to like $5,000?
It's probably not that much, but it's a couple $1,000 for sure. Yeah.
You going to sell it?
I have no idea. Yeah, probably. I might try to grade it and then sell it. But anyways, I'm getting back to the board. Jeeb, I haven't seen him say anything in here. He pointed out that Manny Machado, who's been cold for pretty much the majority of the season, is hot. I don't think Manny Machado's a guy I want to back, but I feel like we have to mention him since we are the hot dude guys. So here's what Manny Machado has been doing. No, he was hitless yesterday, so that's dead and gone. Before that, he had fuck Manny Machado.
Dude, fuck that. Go to the Cardinals. Your boy
Alec Burleson. Of course, I wasn't going to get out of here without mentioning Alec Burleson.
Okay, and then Burleson and Weatherhold.
Burleson 5 games in a row with a home run. 5.
Shut up.
5 games in a row with a home run. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. 5 out of 6 games with a home run. My bad. I was reading the wrong category. 5 out of 6 games with a home run. Still really good. Still a very hot dude.
Dude, the funniest thing is every one of those games, he's only had 1 hit.
Yeah. That's why he's going down on the board as a home run guy.
Okay, so Burleson is the home run guy, and then Weatherholt's the hot guy?
Yeah, I'll tell you about Weatherholt. I love Weatherholt. I like the cards, I guess. Seems like I'm a cards guy.
Yeah, they just have ball players.
Weatherholt is kind of switching off hot games. He had a 3-hit game, then he had a hitless game. Then he had a 2-hit game. Then he didn't play. Then he had a 2-hit game with a home run and 3 RBIs. He could definitely be written down as a hot dude if you want to. If you want 2 cards on there.
I feel like the Cardinals are who the Orioles thought they were.
Oh, God, I'm sure that won't fucking really irritate Goots.
What did you say in here?
Let's see. Go ahead, Goots. Let it out. Let it all out.
What did you say in here?
Oh, perfect. Honestly, I don't even think you should repeat it.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Rockies, Cubs, Lorenzen 2-8 with a 7.5 ERA going against Shota 4-6, 4.4 ERA. I feel like he's been disappointing. The Cubs have been pretty disappointing. The Rockies had 23 runs in Las Vegas yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. They absolutely fucking splooged. I mean, if I pull up Hunter Goodman's stats yesterday, they're just going to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. What do you want to do that? The Cubs just won a series in San Fran, but lost yesterday 5-1. The Rockies just lost a series in Vegas, but won yesterday 23-9. The numbers for our boy Hunter Goodman are 5 hits, 4 RBIs, and 2 home runs. A lot of guys you could talk about, though. Castro had 2 home runs. Rumfield had a home run. Johnston had a home run. We're not going to bet any of these guys, but I mean, Hunter Goodman, hot dude. Blue, fucking red, whatever you want to do.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and say it. You know what I'm going to say?
You're going to say that the Rockies scored 23. No.
How do we say Hunter Goodman's a hot dude? He was 5 for 6, but then he had 3 hitless games before that.
Okay, cool. Then he's just a home run guy.
Home run guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2 things. I'm going to say the Cubs just played the Rockies and Imanaga pitched, and he pitched quite well. But the Cubs lost that start. The Cubs lost that game. They lost 3-2. So what I think would be interesting is if, not even necessarily saying the Rockies win, but if they were to score runs again, a game after scoring 23, that feels like a new type of bet that you and I would make. Whereas before we would be fading the Rockies after scoring 23 runs.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm going to
I
play
think
the
it's
Rockies
pretty
team total.
obvious because they were in Vegas, and I think it's pretty obvious to do.
But what's obvious? To fade them?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I want to take their over.
Nobody says, "Oh, the Rockies just scored 23 runs. I guess they're good now." Yes, Jamie Lau, every day.
I'm gonna take the Rockies to score runs again today.
They're at Wrigley. They're at Wrigley.
Yes, they're at Wrigley. All right, Hunter Goodman. Home run.
Twins with Paredes on the bump, 4.3 ERA against Mackenzie Gore, 4-5, 4.1 ERA. The Twins are plus 135. The Rangers are minus 163. The Rangers, great read by you with the team total over. You've been lining that up. Sunday night team total over. Great job. Don't know what to make about the Rangers, though. They lost the series. They did win yesterday, but they lost the series. Twins just won a series against St. Louis. Let's see. Did our guys stay hot? Because Buxton and Lewis were hot, but I don't know what they did yesterday. Buxton had 3 hits yesterday. I mean, he's a hot guy. And Royce Lewis had a hit and an RBI. So you want to go back to both, or what do you want to do?
I want to go.
Royce is our guy.
Buxton is long gone. I want to go to Royce for a hot dude, and then I want to go to a guy on the Rangers that did something yesterday. I'm seeing Wyatt Langford.
Yep.
Hit a home run.
Yep.
Higashioka, I'm going to stay away from, or Nimmo. He had 2 doubles yesterday. Can you pull up what Nimmo's been doing? Is he a hot dude or no?
Yeah, I'll pull up what Nimmo's been doing. Let me tell you about Royce Lewis because he needs to be talked about real quick. I'm not trying to sell you on him. I know we're already on him, but let's talk about him.
Yeah.
He got called up. He played his first game June 6th against the Royals. Got it out of the system, strikeout, walk, no hits, no big deal. He's had a hit in every game since then. In his last 7 games, he has 12 hits, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Royce Lewis, hot dude. He's our guy. Needs to be written down. Who did you ask for? Brandon Nimmo?
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
Oh, so don't do it?
He had 2 hitless games.
Yeah, this is yesterday. You play. He's not a hot dude, though.
But I was going to say he was 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. Before that, 2 for 4, 2 for 6, 2 for 4, 1 for 3. I'm okay leaving him off, but he's a guy that I'm going to see he might be heating up.
Sure. I like the shout, but really the guy to get under is Wyatt Langford. 6 hits in 3 games, home run yesterday, RBI in 3 games in a row, 2 runs yesterday. He's the guy probably.
Yep. He's up here for a home run.
Yeah. Okay. Who is next?
Tigers.
Okay.
Tigers, Astros.
Melton 3-0, 2.8. He's the guy I saw pitch in the Trop. Very impressed with him, to be honest. And then there's Tang. I don't like the Astros. I think they suck. Obviously, Jordan's amazing. He didn't come through as a hot dude. The Astros scored 0 runs yesterday after scoring 18 in their first 2 at Kansas City. Tigers lost back-to-back games against the gritty guards after scoring 11 on the Twins. So Tigers, not a hot team. They didn't get it going like we thought they would. They only had 3 runs in their last 2 games. Hot dudes are going to be tough to come by, I think, in this one.
Well, the Tigers had 9 hits, and Dylan Dingler has been on fire.
Sure.
He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a triple. He was 3 for 5 with a double 2 games before that. 4 for 5 a couple games before that with a double. He's not hitting home runs. Well, he hit 2 in June 9th, but nothing since. So Dingler, and then the other guy I think would be Gleyber Torres.
Okay.
I'm okay not writing any of them up though, because they did just score 1 and 2 runs. So you want to pass?
I would pass personally.
Fine with that. Let's move on to the next game. Angels D-backs. So what's up with the D-backs then? Because remember what you said about their series? What are you looking at me like that for?
Because this is a good comment by Ho, because it's not going to be today, but I'm wondering if maybe we consider starting it tomorrow. It would be fun to incorporate this in somehow. You are on repeat right now because you said that before. But then we've never done it. Well, why don't you just give me some cold dudes the next time we do this? Tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow, cold dudes. Yep. So the D-backs, let's get back to what I was saying. They won that series against the Reds. You said the winner of that series, or the loser of that series, was going to spiral. I don't know if you said the winner was going to go on a run. No, I didn't think the winner was going to go on a run. All right.
So then we don't give two fucks about the D-backs. We've got the Angels. They're coming off a series against the Rays. They won the first 2 games. The Rays won the finale. And the D-backs. You have talked about Ketel Marte, but the other Marte has been doing something. Is that right?
Yeah, Noel V. Marte on the Reds, which I didn't mention. But, I mean, he's hit a home run 3 games in a row. Probably got to write him down, right?
Yeah, I guess we probably should. We also have another scorching hot dude that we need to talk about.
Cool.
Joe Adell.
Dominates lefties.
2 for 3, 4 for 5, 1 for 5. He had a double, no home runs. And then a couple games before that, he was 2 for 4. A couple games before that, 4 for 5. So he has been awesome. Joe Adell is going to go on here. How do you spell his last name? A-D.
Noel V. Marte, 7-game hitting streak.
Wow. Okay. We got some options today. We got some things
3
to work
solo home runs in a row.
How many?
3 solo home runs in a row.
Wow. Okay, so he's on a 3-game home run hit streak. And what we've been seeing is that guys that go back-to-back can go back-to-back-to-back if you want to play it like that. But I like what Chef Timbo said. I like the guys that go back-to-back playing their hits, runs, and RBIs because I did that with Bo Bichette, and that came through. He did not hit a home run the 3rd game, but he did go over his HRR. Okay, two more games, Steak.
Pirates plus 102 with Jones on the bump going against the Athletics. JT Ginn 4-3 with a 3.1 ERA. The Athletics did lose 23-9 yesterday, but I believe they still have some absurdly hot dudes. First one that comes to mind, Soderstrom and Kurtz. So I'm going to pull those 2 guys up.
Is it weird the A's are favored in this game?
I don't think so. I don't think the Pirates have been all that good. But Rav, I think.
Yeah. I kind of thought I guess Ginn's been pretty good.
Soderstrom last 6, he has 8 hits, 4 home runs, and 9 RBIs. Let's look up Nick Kurtz. I bet it's even better because those things are inflated when they play in those Vegas games.
But are they still in Vegas?
This one, don't know. Good question, and I'll look. Nick Kurtz has a 7-game hitting streak, 10 hits in 7 games, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs. Nick Kurtz is the dude, in my opinion. And I'll answer your question right now. This game is in Sacramento.
Okay, so they're out of Vegas. That's very important. EWAT, 00. The blue dot means they're a hot dude. So typically what that means is they're getting hits, runs, RBIs. So we play the hits, runs, RBIs. The red star means they hit a home run in their last game. And we like to bet guys home to hit home runs in back-to-back games. So those are players we target just for a home run. If they have both, then they're hot and they're hitting home runs.
Yeah. I'm going to say these dudes stay hot and sack. That's my take.
Nick Kurtz.
But Total Slayer does not agree. Like
about Nick Kurtz?
Or like the Pirates.
Oh, no, I side with Total Slayer if anything. Personally.
I like siding with Total Slayer too. I might have to go against here.
Okay. I'm not going to play Nick Kurtz, but I don't blame anyone for doing it.
All right, Rays, your race. They're plus 141 with Nick Martinez going against Lauer for the Dodgers, minus 171. Lauer, not all that good this year, 2-5 with a 5.4 ERA. Shohei did not come through as a hot dude. The hot dudes were on the south side of Chicago, who won 2 out of 3 against the champs. No fucking big deal. Absolute splooge of an inning. Dodgers bounce back against Nick Martinez, who I kind of felt like was fading, but I'll let you touch on that. Rays just lost a series to the Angels. I officially can't figure the Rays out.
I would be devastated if I had every Ray to get a hit last night, and the only guy to not do it was Yandy Diaz.
Junior Caminero homered yesterday.
Junior was brutal in this series. He has not been very good overall in general, but that was a big home run for him. So he's going to be a home run guy. Also, Steak, I told you this. And I didn't play it yesterday, unfortunately. Brandon Lau fucking sucked the wind out of my sails. But Jonathan Aranda is heating back up again. So he was 2 for 5 yesterday with a double. Before that, he was hitless, but then 2 for 5, 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 1 for 4. He's getting hits. Nothing too crazy, but his blow up game is coming soon. The only thing is he's a lefty and Lauer is a lefty. So I don't know. Let me see if I can pull up real quick and see what their history is here. I don't know if I love the matchup tonight, if we're going to play that game, but Junior Caminero home run is absolutely going on.
Okay. Junior Caminero home run. You have to pick one of the following, so don't give me any pushback. It's real simple. It's either Freddie Freeman home run or Mookie Betts home run. They both homered yesterday. You can pick one. Or you can defer to me.
My answer would be Mookie, but I think Freddie's a lefty and Martinez is a righty, so I think the baseball brain would tell you that it should be Freddie. But I like Mookie.
Okay, you like Mookie? Write him down. Oh shit, we're five over. Well, that's the last game.
Actually, we don't need to put a round up yet. He's not that hot. Okay. Home run. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for us today. Great job. Awesome stream. Subs fucking flowing again. BTL back today. Goots can confirm. I don't know about the app because I just remembered what's his face is in Trent is in Vegas.
Biev is gonna do Belgium Egypt sweats at 2 Central, so 3 Eastern.
I thought you were gonna say Biev was gonna do a surge, which would actually be really funny.
That would be funny, but he's gonna sweat footy because apparently he's the best soccer bettor on Twitter. So
Make sure to glaze Biev. He needs the glaze. He loves the glaze. I just remember something. I'm just curious. I did get an offer, face value, from somebody that works in the MLS to go to the France-Senegal game tomorrow for $700. I'm going to pass. Bad decision or good decision?
You're so dialed that after watching at that watch party, if you said you were going to go, I wouldn't even be surprised.
I think if it was like $300, I would have a hard time saying.
Oh, it's a price thing. I thought you just wouldn't want to go.
No, I mean, it's like you still got to go through the fucking.
You bet that much on Brandon Lau.
Don't even get me fucking started. Hey, in all seriousness, Hovey, thanks for coming up. It was good chatting with you. Congratulations.
Definitely running Freddie after not writing him down. Yeah, good for you. Okay.
That's the play, Sage. God, I love this fucking chat.
What does this say? Add the snap for prize packs, commercials, BTS chat. Okay. W stream. Thank you, guys.
38-year-old men download Snapchat, Rap. They put you on a list.
Yeah, I haven't been on Snapchat.
Can't be using Snapchat at 38. Just can't do it.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm not even on fucking Facebook or Instagram anymore. All right, guys. Have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers. And BTL 1230, Biev sweating some footy. Make sure to glaze him. He needs to glaze. All right, guys.
See ya.
Great job. We'll see you tomorrow morning.